I'm glad you explained that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am
Why am I echoing?
You're not to me.
Oh. Do I hear myself through you?
Yes.
Tom?
Am I?
He lives in you.
What the fuck?
One of you push to talk.
Hello?
Oh no, what happened?
Why am I hearing only myself?
Hello? Hello?
What are your? It might be voice mod fucking with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna open.
That was like a stock sound bite of someone eating an apple.
A Pringle.
Hello? Hello? No, it's not.
You sounded fine before.
Yeah, it sounded
I don't sound echoey to you guys, do I?
Nope.
Oh, you sound good.
I just sound echoey to myself. This is...
I see voice mod.
I think it's... I already opened it and looked. It's fine.
Voice changer is on. You can't hear your voice.
It's my mic itself, I believe. What?
Man?
Sorry, 1 second.
Oh, that's
What's going
loud.
on? That's so loud.
It's loud now.
Is loud now?
Very loud.
Everybody's loud.
My mic is unhappy.
You are like crystalline clear and loud.
Discord
Hello.
is.
Oh god, don't.
You can.
Don't yell at me.
Don't yell at me.
Do your job.
Huh?
You gotta do your job.
Me? What are you talking about?
Part of Operation Saving Private Ryan.
Well, I can't do that while we're playing this game, can I?
You sure can, because we're not playing it.
Hello.
I'm working on it. Just wait. What is Operation Saving Private Ryan? Ryan?
You explain, Mom.
Better?
Hello.
I can't.
No.
Why not?
Wait, what?
Because
I don't know.
Because...
Hello?
it's
Because
private?
what?
It's just not very.
It's your problem. You explain it.
Huh. Wait, is that still loud? Or is it working?
You don't have to explain it. It's okay.
Can you guys hear us?
Yes, very much.
Quite well.
Sorry.
You're in a tunnel now. What the hell?
Ridiculously clearly.
Okay, I don't. Huh.
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 Alright, well, okay, so that's turned down. Is that any better?
Just turn it way down, I guess.
Because when I turned it to 50, it wasn't even picking it up. But
I randomly shit itself.
hello?
I'm not sure. Is this okay?
A little quiet.
Like,
What's
I
going
can
on,
hear
Phil?
myself.
It's quiet now.
Oh.
Oh.
What the hell is going on?
I know it's not.
What
mine.
Some
the
kind
hell
of-
is going
Some
on?
kind of, technology fuckery.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Is it a Discord setting?
I don't think so. It's probably through the mic itself.
Oh,
We're
well,
gonna have to
see,
start
when a
it
boy
seven
really
times.
likes a girl and they're in love.
Fair enough.
Wrong story. Tell us the story while we wait. Oh. No. I think
Yes,
you got
give us story content.
God damn this thing. Fuck off.
It's very echoey.
What program could it be?
Don't know. Is it roll 20?
What? What's wrong?
Oh,
I would say, did that get fucked up again?
it is me.
It's you.
Aw, Tom. Seriously.
God damn it.
It's okay.
How doors only a character man?
Or is he?
Am I still really loud?
You know, people always say making the best characters is taking an aspect of yourself and amplifying it.
Wow. Am I still really loud?
You're quiet
No.
now. You're
I'm
really quiet.
now?
Yep.
How about now?
You're back to
Oh,
loud.
very nice.
I'm back to loud?
It's fine though. You're the DM though. You should be
It's a-
able to
it's
have
a
like the
good-
almighty
good
god
loud.
voice.
Alright, I have the
Yes.
almighty god voice.
You should be able to interrupt any talking with that.
Perfect. Well, we figured it out. Silly goose.
Dude. Okay, recap.
Recap time.
Recap starting again at 7:30.
FYI, which we never start on
Oh,
time.
look, I'm on time.
Alright. So it is. Welcome back. Welcome back to Forgotten Tales, my friendos. Welcome back to Unhappy Happy Poop Piles and Burning Buildings.
And big holes.
It's been about 2 days since our adventuring party has arrived in the rough and tumble frontier settlement known as Phandalin. In that time, you guys have managed to uncover a plot involving a bandit troop known as the Borbrands, who were previously pretending to be orcs and attacking the town under cover of night to ransack and steal what goods they could. Recently, it seems it has gotten a little out of hand. You discovered that the innkeep of the town, Toblin Stonehill, was kind of involved in that his son and a group of young lads from around the town had been involved in this and were trying to find a way to stop it, as it had started to turn sour with kidnappings and murderings abound in town. You managed to convince these young lads, with the help of Toblin, to stop affiliating with the bandits and returned to the inn to come up with a plan. After which, the next morning, bright and early, you stocked up with a few supplies and headed back to the ruined manor on the outskirts of town known as Tressendar Manor, where in the cellar under the kitchen you found what seemed to be a dungeon of sorts that had been in use by the Borbrands, and that is where we left off after murdering a couple of the bandits, one of them being taken back to town into custody by Darren Edermath, the veteran adventurer who had accompanied you guys. And then you had spent an hour battling a pit, and here we are.
Oh, what
I
trap?
finally feel smarter than a hole in the ground.
I feel good.
Huh. Sounds did not begin.
Are we all on this side of the pit? Is everybody?
No.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys,
Yes.
The last thing that happened was Kelly, you pulled me over
Oh,
With a
yeah.
rope. With that nat 20 on strength, remember?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeeted her
You're
across.
so strong.
I'm so strong. Thank God
Yeah,
you're
amazing.
here.
Oh yeah.
And we hadn't gone into this crypt looking room yet. We were.
All right, let's send somebody sneaky in there.
I can do it. I can be sneaky. I can
Who's
be
scratching? Scratch,
not
scratch.
me. I do not have a
And
snacky.
what time of day is it right now? Like what?
That's Ryan.
Right.
No.
You entered in the morning, and it's
Eating
been
Pringles.
about an hour to
It's
2 hours.
mine.
So it's probably
I'm
around
not
11 or
doing
noon.
anything.
I don't think it's me.
But you are the source of the scritchy scratch.
I'm not
He
moving.
was- It was actually it's gone now, but it was you when I looked.
Oh.
I don't know what it was. It must be your Mikey thingy.
There's
Nom,
go.
nom, nom.
Figured
there
it
it is.
out.
That's what it is.
Found
We
it.
did it.
Got it. It's done.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks, son.
It's done now.
We're all deaf. It's all fine.
It's fixed.
Okay.
All right, who's going in?
This is sneaky halfling.
I'm
right?
going in. I am going in. And I'm going to be stealth because I don't want to go into a crypt not stealth.
The rest of us are waiting quietly by the door.
Okay.
You guys are
There's
waiting
no
quietly.
doors anymore, though. I thought he.
Yeah,
There
well,
are
we're,
doors.
you know,
Well,
by
it's
the
an-
opening where
You're kind of crouched around the corner. All right. I'm assuming I'm rolling a stealth check.
Yeah, do a stealth check for me.
Let's start the day off with a solid nat 1.
Ryan,
Shut
stop.
your whore mouth.
You're gonna jinx it.
Jinx, motherfucker. There we go. It's better.
Ah, motherfuck.
That's much better.
It's actually worse
solid
because if I
7.
get nat ones, I get to reroll, so
at
it's
least you
actually
don't, yeah,
better
at least no
for
trip
me
going
to get a
in
nat
the
one.
All right. Well, as I mentioned, the when you poked your head into the room before, there is 3 large stone sarcophagi that are lining the walls of this
Sarcophagi.
room. Sarcophagi.
I love it.
And propped up against each of them is a human skeleton, as clad in bits of rusty mail. There's false columns along the sides of the rooms that seem to depict an image of a spreading, flowering oak tree. And aside from that, there's not much else in the room. So you're gonna creep in. How far do you want to go?
Just like 10 feet.
Right. How are you so fat?
And while I walk in, does anything about the oak tree motif on the wall seem familiar to me since I'm a druid? Does it mean anything to me?
Oh yeah, do a history check.
History.
Motherfucker.
Motherfuck, Ryan, you suck.
Your first arson. Nothing about this
I don't know
particular. It just seems like a generic image of a flowering oak, as far as you can tell. Yeah, nothing stands out about it to you,
All right.
unfortunately.
All right.
But as you walk, you creep into the room. You take a couple steps, about 10 feet in. Everything seems in order. There is a door on the far side of the room on the left that stands shut, and another door adjacent to it on the right.
Okay. So then...
You have dark vision, right? So she would see anything.
She does not.
I do not have dark vision.
All right, I'm gonna step through the door, just right in that first square next to her, and just with dark vision, just see if I see anything
Trisha,
else.
what are you doing?
All right, you're gonna step in next to her, and you're just gonna look around.
Yeah.
All right, you can do a perception check for me.
Yeah. I have a -1 in perception. Enjoy.
Oh boy.
Holy Jesus, we're starting off tonight right.
As far as you can tell, it's what I described earlier. There's 3 sarcophagi, and nothing else. Not much seems to be going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna join the group.
I'm gonna go over and be the one who pokes the hornet's nest, and I'm gonna check out one of these crypts.
Oh dear lord.
One of the crypts? All right.
Oh, that is
Yep.
Kim, will you put
Stealthily.
me up by Kelly?
Stealthily, by the way.
You guys can move yourselves, right?
We're moving
Oh, okay.
ourselves. You do the little ping and.
Yeah. Actually, before we get too much farther, I did want to make one note. I don't know if I said this last time. I might have said it only to the other party, but when handling movement, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do that in this application. I think the best thing for us, especially in combat, or actually no, especially when we're just exploring, because I'm going to be narrating and paying attention to stuff. If you guys can just ping the square that you want to move to, when you're saying like I'm going to walk into the room, ping.
Okay.
Yada yada, and then I will just, I'll quickly say yes, and then you just move yourself to that
Got
ping,
it.
just to make it easy, and I don't have to move a bunch of stuff. some of the moving enemies and things. And then the other thing to note, I do want to say this is our 4th session now.
It is.
4th session. So on that note, I want to encourage you guys to when you're like planning stuff out, and I remember how I gave you some time to plan out your first big battle with the orcs and whatnot, but from now on we're gonna be operating under the assumption that everything's happening kind of in real time. I've been a bit lax about that, so giving you guys time to talk and whatnot. But so I would like you to, if you're gonna plan stuff out, try to do it in character or like with time in mind that things are gonna be happening while you're, talking. And I'll do this slowly. I'm not gonna dive right into it, but just things can start happening from now on. Just to keep that in mind. So let's try doing our planning and character and stuff. But that's it. And then just for movement, keep that in mind. Just ping and then move yourself. So you're going to walk up to where's Seagrain, by the way? Did he walk in as well?
He's underneath OSHA. They're sharing space.
Perfect. They're cuddling.
No,
Enjoy the view from down there.
I'm gonna go check out that one, but like stealthily. I'm not just gonna bang the thing open. I'm just gonna kind of peek.
You walk up. Okay. As you walk up, there is you kind of skirt around the old, rusty male skeleton that's lying at the foot of it, and you peek up at what seems to be it's a stone sarcophagus with a carving of a human man lying face up on the top, kind of seeming to depict who was laid to rest within. It is unique from the other 2 sarcophagus from what you can see from your position. The one holds a different figure of a man and the other holds a figure of a woman. And you can... They're closed, so do you want to open it?
I want to just, like, check it first to make sure it's not...
Check for traps.
Right, yeah, check for traps.
And I'd like to aid her. And check
Okay, so you guys are you're gonna walk up and aid. Okay, do a investigation check.
I'm like, check for traps!
Check for traps. After that pit, we're all...
You guys are all on edge. Oh, that's good. You can roll again with advantage if you want, although I don't think you'll get better.
I can. Let's just see for funsies. I'm just curious.
All right.
She could get a nat 20.
It would be great if you got a nat 20. I would laugh so hard.
We're gonna keep
All
the 19.
So Kalda and Osha walk up, and you guys are you investigate as thoroughly as you can with in the span of 3 minutes or so around the edge of the sarcophagus, trying to look for any like hidden levers or latches that might signal a trap, and you find nothing. It seems to just be a stone sarcophagus.
All right. I turn and look at OSHA and just kind of go, "Are we above grave robbing or not?"
That's a good question. I've always been told that we shouldn't disturb the dead.
Just a peek wouldn't hurt him, right? I mean, he's dead. He's not gonna notice.
All right,
just
a quick peek, but let's be quick about it.
Okay. We're gonna open it just a little bit, just a peek.
Okay. Osha, do a strength check for me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Search your strength. Dude.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You reach up and push at the lid of the stone sarcophagus, and it just moves a lot farther than you had expected it would with your brute strength, just slides to the side and thunk, boom, with a thud as it falls over the other side of the sarcophagus. When you peer inside, you find just the moldering bones of whoever was laid to rest within, kind of jumbled and strewn about with various scraps of clothing, and they seem to be in disarray as if this has already been rummaged through before. However, after a bit of scanning, you do see in the back corner, kind of hiding under a small pile of what seems to be like finger bones, you do see a delicate glint of silver.
Ooh, I'm on it. Where is it? I'm moving towards it.
All right, you just reach in and grab it. You're just gonna move the bones aside and grab it. It's in the same one, yeah. You uncover what seems to be a platinum signet ring with the same symbol of a flowering oak tree.
Oh.
Wait, platinum, isn't that like 100 gold?
You don't
Mhm.
know.
got the
You have to get it
insignia.
appraised.
Okay, so I have a platinum.
Got
Wait,
the
a platinum
insignia.
ring with. I'm sorry. Say it again.
The has a symbol of the flowering oak tree on it. It's a signet ring.
Same as what we've been saying.
Yeah, same. It looks exactly the same as the ones on the walls.
Loot the
Can
other
I do-
ones.
Can I do a history check and see if I know anything about that symbol?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do
I
a,
will
you
aid
can do a history check.
I will aid
Okay.
you in that check.
I will also aid her
It's
in that
gotta be
check.
significant, right?
Yeah, you can go for a history check. You get it with advantage because you are. Say OSHA is aiding you. Marin, you already did a history check.
Fine. Damn it.
Oh, failure pile.
We don't know shit.
We
You can
don't
roll
know
again. You have advantage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Why didn't it do it? Go.
Ooh!
Ooh.
I love me some advantage. Oh, it goes back to 8. All right. We'll roll with the 20. From your studies, your various studies, you vaguely remember a memory that comes to mind of an elven empire that ruled much of the Sword Coast many, many centuries ago that seemed to have a similar symbol to this, but that's the only thing that you can seem to recall about anything related to an oak tree.
And
Oh,
not
dear Lord,
one of us
nothing
is an elf,
ever-
so we don't
never
know
goes
shit.
wrong robbing elves.
So they
We're
could be
fine.
nobility of some sort.
Yeah. Oak's gonna casually walk towards the second sarcophagus, and she's
Okay.
going to very casually just.
Who
try
is
to pick it
fighting a
up.
mouse?
Yeah, I was gonna say before you go, OSHA, Mom, what are you doing? Are you moving your computer?
Who's
What is
fighting a
happening?
mouse?
It does sound like
What?
you're wrestling a small rodent.
I'm not doing anything.
Your mic was making weird sounds. Were you moving something?
Yeah.
Like
I don't
rubbing a
think
blanket all
so.
over it sounds.
Yeah, were you rubbing it over your
Were
blanket?
you?
No, it's
did
just
you
sitting next to my
move?
computer.
The fuck?
No, I'm using my phone though, so it's kind of shitty.
Oh, did you pick up your
Sorry.
phone?
No?
What the? Okay.
Well, okay, we're moving past it then.
A rodent fondled your phone.
Ghost rodent.
While careless whisper
I'm up
played
at
in the distance.
the sarcophagus, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah. So,
make a attempt to open it here.
OSHA, as you walk up to the sarcophagus on the farther side of the room, you put your hands up onto the stone lid and start to push. You hear and the sounds of rattling bones as the 3 skeletons sitting at the base of each sarcophagus suddenly seem to animate and stand up.
Reedy.
No!
No, let's
I
fight some dead
knew
things.
Divine
we're
sense.
fighting undead.
Shit.
Action.
And I would like you all to roll initiative.
Yes.
Fuck-
Yes.
Fucker!
We deserve that. We did great,
Fucker!
Rob.
You did great, Rob.
You encourage me, and then I see. I don't know if you read my bio, but I make really bad decisions when it comes to like when I
Did
get
nobody
like,
see the
gambling fever.
Goonies?
Yeah.
Like I have the
We have all
gambling
seen the
fever,
Goonies
so,
and
As
learned
soon as you saw
nothing.
that platinum, you're going.
Yeah, I made the decision I
Did I
was
do this wrong again?
born to make. Yes, I need to click my lady,
You have to click your person.
and then I have to do.
Click your
Perfect.
person.
I tied somebody.
You tied me. The 2 druids have the same spot.
Wait, why did my
Figures,
go?
right?
Figures.
Haldor
Oh,
did
that's
good.
Stupid.
You jinxed these rolls, man.
He better play this time.
uh
I don't know. Does Haldor find
God, why
skeletons
would-
scary?
Ooh.
Find out. Oh, shut.
Well,
Oh,
you know, I
shut.
did pause it, so like.
She's gonna.
I
It's
should've
gonna be like those
Alright.
people who go through the haunted house to get scared and then punch the actor in the face.
All right, so OSHA, you have enough time watching. In the few seconds you watch, in the being in the thick of it, you watch these skeletons rise up from the ground. You can take an action. You go first.
Okay, I like to bonus action and rage.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like, "Fuck!" and
Yeah,
start
yeah.
raging. And
And
you're gonna.
which one is closest to me? Where are they?
There's
They're
one
They're
right
sitting
here.
on
He's
top
kind
of
of he's kind of on top of the.
Okay, I'm gonna go for
Where?
the one closest to me, and I'm just
Alright.
gonna try to whack it with my glaive.
All right, so you can whack the one that's animating right in front of you. Ooh. Hot diggity
And
damn.
I will get
Nice.
because I'm raging the +2.
Yep, you do get +2.
Okay.
I'm remembering now, I promise. Alright, so
Okay,
you
so
as you take it, you just yell and like, what the fuck? And you swing out immediately with your glaive as like the bones are starting to rise up and take shape, and it just crash shatters right through the center of the rib cage, and it just falls in a heap on the ground. Like just it's already doesn't even get the chance to finish its animation.
God.
It's gone. Excellent.
So they're not super strong.
Not incredibly strong, no. But that does bring us to Howdor, who seeing these spooky
Howdor, smash!
skeletons rise up.
Smash!
He's standing behind Seagrain and Alaria in the doorway that he of the door that he carried away, and he's standing there going, "Ooh," making
Howdor,
sounds and
smash.
clutching his club. Hey, Howdor smash.
Yes, I said Howdor smash.
Tell him what
No,
to smash, though.
stop.
It's that
Make
bird.
money at the
Smash.
skeleton.
Technically, you can't command Howdor unless it's your turn. Unfortunately,
What are you talking about?
sorry. You can't on your turn. You can tell Howdor what to do as your bonus action.
What?
Remember, we discussed this
You
when we
said I
fought.
could assess him during his turn.
No.
Then
Well,
he's useless.
Who's doing
God's
it when
rules.
he's on his own?
He's currently very frightened. He does not like the look of the skeletons.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is that always like always?
He's always he's technically surprised on his first turn, which is a mechanic in the game. If you're surprised on your first turn, you can't take any actions.
Okay.
So,
Well,
the way I'm actually going to do it though is I'm going to I don't like that rule. I'm keeping it for Howdor because it makes sense with his backstory. But I think I'm going to tweak it as my own custom rule where if you are surprised, you automatically get lower turn initiative than whatever is surprising you. Because that's kind of traditional in most games. So if you're surprised, you'll always go after the enemy that surprised you, or if you surprise them, you'll get to go first every time. That kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Because
I'm fine
not
with
getting to go on your first turn is kind of lame. So we'll do that instead.
that. I like that. I like the modification there.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Just make sure to remind me if I forget. All right. So then it brings us to the skeleton's turn. One of them is down. The other two will turn to whoever's nearest them. That being poor little Calda, and the other one to your right is going to rush at you, or not really rush, more like shamble over, dragging a shoddy like rusted sword, and it's going to take a swing. Ooh, it's going to take a swing, and even though you see it coming, you are kind of in the process of just smashing through the other one. You try to shift back, but it just barely manages to nick your upper arm, like drawing a little bit of blood. And that's rust. You should get that checked, but it does deal 3 piercing damage.
She's a druid. She's got medicine.
No, that's Osha.
That's
Sorry.
Osha.
That's
Oh,
Osha.
I thought it was-
The other one that's shambling up to you.
Oh wait, what one hit me?
The
One in
one
front of you.
hit you for 3 damage. 3 piercing, but you have resistance because you're enraged, so it's gonna be like 2 damage. I think the rules of D&D is always round up, so yeah, 2 damage.
Okay.
And the other one is gonna shamble towards you, Calda, but you see this coming. Like you had an inkling of this in your mind already, even though you suggested the grave robbing, and you're easily able to dance back as it swings out and tries to hit you, dealing no damage.
Them bones.
Dumbondo, and that brings us to Alaria's turn.
Oh,
What?
I wasn't.
She was unprepared.
I'm gonna growl at it.
Yes. That's very
Alaria
effective.
screams.
Hey guys, do you see
Yeah,
my
okay.
hit points on the screen or no?
Nobody else can see your hit points, no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you have to share
You have to
audibly
share
when you're
verbally.
really hurt, yeah.
Where? How far is this for me? Where am I? Oh, that's neat. Okay,
One
so
square is 5 feet. Keep that in mind.
I
for
will do
your reference.
my poison spray spell on the
Poison spray.
one that's
Which
by Calda there.
seems to hint that it would be an AoE cone attack, but it's kind of just a puff of cloud. I guess.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. But yeah, alright, so do
So
make the attack.
on that one.
do it, nerd.
Sure. I'm trying. I'm slow. Fuck off. Here we go.
Hurry up.
No, never. clicked it. Why is it slow? No. No?
Did you click cast?
Yeah, I clicked it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Nope.
they just
There's a
showed
bunch
up
of
the
them
same-
gonna appear.
No, I just did it twice. It's just
All
being
right.
really
No, the first one's
laggy
better.
for some- True.
So you clutch your staff in both hands and reach out and mutter a few words as a puff of green smoke just kind of erupts around the form of the skeleton in front of Calda, just like weaving in between the bones. And the skeleton does not seem to notice at all, actually. He doesn't seem bothered by the cloud of poison smoke at all. And he just keeps
He's
shambling
got no
forward.
flesh.
No wonder. It's like he doesn't have any flesh, Mom.
It doesn't say that it doesn't work on him.
Why wouldn't it work
Some-
on a skeleton?
Yeah, some enemy won't be be nice. Okay, be gentle. Some enemies do have resistances to certain types of damage, and you probably
I
you don't
assume
know.
You know, it doesn't tell you. So how
Your
can I know?
character also might not know. Like, there's various ways that you would find out this information, right? But
And this is
some-
one of them, by trying.
by trying exactly. So you now
Yeah.
know that poison they're resistant to
You're
poison.
welcome, everybody.
Alright. Alright.
So, but it is keep that in mind. There, you do have resistance and vulnerabilities to certain damage types and whatnot.
I know what mine are. I just don't know what all the monsters are. So
That's the
Yeah,
point. You're not supposed
Which
to know.
you'll learn. Yeah, you'll learn as you go. All right, and that will you can move. You still have movement left if you'd like.
um, no, I'll just stay where I'm at. I don't really
Stay in
have
the
anywhere to
doorway. Okay. All right, and
Yeah.
that'll end your turn. And that brings us to Calda.
go.
Alright. Well, I already saw Poison Spray doesn't work, and I saw Smashing does, so Smashing it is. Gonna use a bonus action to cast Shillelagh, and I'm gonna hit it in the face.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Doo-doo.
Gorgeous.
Oh.
All right.
Ooh.
Seeing
Very
peering
nice.
peering through the bones of the skeleton in front of you to watching Osha smash the other one into a pile of bones, you're like, huh. You take your staff, cast it with this glowing blue magic that veins through it, and then just whack, reach out, and it just and crumbles into a pile of bones as well. Just falls down and crashes to the ground.
That's very satisfying. Yeah, I always wanted.
Yes, just the sound of clattering bone hitting the stone floor. Mm.
There, now Ryan can
All
smash
right.
the last one.
Now it is Seagrain's turn.
I smashed last one.
I smash.
Please
I
smash.
smash.
Please smash.
Miss him.
Ooh, ooh. Smash.
Dead.
You see, like this shambling, like shivering skeleton, like vaguely tries to hold up the scraps of what seems to be like a leftover shield, to try and block your strike, but there's nothing it can do. It just it actually crashes into the sarcophagus, and just the bones clatter against the far wall as you swing and just send it flying, and it is gone.
Nice.
There are no bones littering everywhere, but
All right.
I'm gonna
loot
take
the
some
rest
all
of
the
the-
enemies are
loot
done.
the rest of the graves.
Hey,
I'm
Ryan,
taking
can you
both.
help me? Can you give me advantage to open this crate just in case? This
Yeah,
one
we're gonna
left?
check all the crates
Alright,
now. Why not?
Check them all.
Alright.
All right,
let
Grave
me,
robbed once, you grave robbed them all.
strength. Da, da, da,
that's the
da.
rule.
We are now forgiven.
You already did one.
There's one.
Might as well.
Here's my advantage.
Oh, that nat 20. All right, and
Another thing
Seagrain.
I don't know
about
why
her.
it did the third one. I think it just clicked twice.
It might be. I think they're having some problems with connectivity. The map's
Okay,
lagging,
okay,
so
sorry about
just
that.
hit it once and it might be a little slow. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So, yeah, 23.
So
I'll
you're
take 23.
easily able to you're easily able to push the lid aside and rummage through the bones. Seagrain, are you doing the same for the other one?
Sure.
Oh no, you're helping her with that one. That's right.
Yeah, I'm helping her with that one.
So you guys both go rummage through this one. This is the one with the depiction of a woman on the. Ryan, can you? Philip is really loud.
Philip, you need to move somewhere else. You're interrupting us.
Kicking him out.
You're too loud.
You rummage through the bones of the more frail bones of a female skeleton, but you do not actually find anything in that one. It just
Okay.
seems to be scraps of cloth and
You're plugged in over
piles
there.
of bones.
Okay.
Can I try to open the-
will
Couch.
Can I
move
try to
over
open the other one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Dude,
Okay.
your cord
I
is down here.
I can aid her, so she can
Sounds
have
good.
advantage.
Ryan,
Oh,
mute yourself
Are
if
you
you're
strong?
talking.
Are you strong, Lisa?
Just put
Not
it on that table.
especially.
Okay.
She can still give it a
People
shot.
All right.
I'm
You can still
gonna
give it a
try. It's not the worst ever.
With advantage.
With a little bit of a struggle, you are able to push the heavy stone lid
Nice.
aside, and
Yes.
just enough space to kind of look inside and rummage around. Right, like within the, as you push aside in the crack that starts to open, you do actually see another glint of silver,
Nice.
Ooh.
right below you in the bottom nook of the sarcophagus. And when you reach down to brush aside the cloth and bones, you
lied.
do find a matching signet ring, the same symbol on it.
Oh, nice. What was it? A platinum signet ring?
Platinum signet ring, yeah.
Ring, though.
Sweet. Put that in the old inventory.
Nice.
Dur-dur-dur.
I
Alright, now what do we do?
say to the group, I think these grays are giving Hoarder the creeps. Maybe we should keep moving.
He is standing
Poor
there, kind of
Hoarder.
dancing on his tiptoes back and forth.
Great work, everyone.
All right. So you guys
Alright.
have thoroughly
We got
looted these
2
graves.
doors. Two
And there are 2 doors
doors.
that stand in front of you.
All right.
I am gonna go investigate this one.
All
I'm
right.
gonna investigate this one
At the same time.
at
We'll
the
do
same
Marv.
time.
We'll do Calda
Kelly,
first because
do
she
you have
spoke.
any heals too? I'm a 13 of 21.
Ooh.
Oh
Feeling
yeah,
a
just a sec.
little-
I'll fix you up. Hold on one second.
Something that doesn't take a spell slot, hopefully.
Turn off the other computer.
Okay. What I got here. How many? What was your 13 out of 20, Cal?
Yeah, I'm 13 out of 21.
All right, Calda, as you walk up to this door, this heavy wooden door that seems to have iron banding on it and a heavy iron doorknob hinge. I don't handle doorknob handle. You do find that it seems to be slightly ajar already.
Creepy.
With a slight flickering of torchlight coming in from beyond.
Kelly, do you have those berries I gave you left, or did you eat those already?
I think I ate the berries.
Okay.
Several
so
people ate the berries, I think.
I think we all ate our berries.
I can't remember.
You can
Okay, I
I don't
conjure
have them
another
in my inventory
handful.
anymore, so I'm assuming I ate them at some
Yeah.
point.
You can
Okay.
conjure another handful and kind of hand them out as you guys all walk up to this door. Calda, what do you want to do?
So it's already open and I can see firelight underneath. Do I hear
Flickering through
any?
the crack. Do a perception check.
Ruh-roh.
Any day now. There it is.
Ooh, you
What do I hear?
you don't hear anything actually. It seems eerily quiet.
Oh fuck.
Aside from the like quiet
The
flickering
demon.
of
What's the
torchlight.
demon?
What's going
So
on with the other door?
I turn. Yes, it's it. I turn back to everyone and go, "Okay, this one's creepy. What's that on the other one?"
All right. So you slowly back away from that door and look at the
We're
other
gonna
door.
consider our options.
The other door is made. It seems to be made of the same. It's just a wooden door with an iron handle. It is securely shut. Seagrade, when you walk up to it, you don't hear any sounds or anything particularly concerning from the other side.
Kim, before we go further, can I heal Kelly with my my staff real quick?
Yeah, that can be happening at the same time. So you're in the back here, casting your healing hands.
Attempt to peek inside the door.
Stealthily? Are you gonna be careful?
Take it.
You get an extra 3 health. There you go. So you're gonna stealthily
Why did
open the
it
door.
do it twice?
Yeah.
It's being laggy,
lagged.
Mom. Just click it once and it'll probably be slow, but it'll show up eventually.
I clicked it once, but it
It's
actually took
lagged.
2 charges off of my thing.
Oh.
Whatever. There you go, Kelly. Take the healing.
Oh my god.
Oh
I'm at
my
16,
god.
thank you.
Give yourself another charge, Mom, if it does that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't. It's
I'm
just being
sorry, what?
laggy.
Can we take the second roll?
No. All right, so you slowly you
No
try you waddle up and you grasp the handle and you slowly with your in your dwarven mind try to be sneaky but dressed in full plate as you clatter over with your shield on your back and your hammer. Yeah, you're pretty loud as you open the door. It just swings open and you do see in the darkness beyond you can see with dark vision. There's a small torch lit on the back wall that seems to be kind of flickering and going out. But it's a short hallway that seems to it seems a little bit newer actually than the crypt that you that you're standing in. The walls are kind of made of chipped stone and the floor is just dirt. And at the far end there is a door with a heavy iron lock on it.
Okay, so
Tell us, Ryan,
friends,
what you see.
group, comrades.
Yeah, I told them what I saw.
Okay.
Tell them what you saw.
I already forgot.
Oh my god.
It's a door that's locked.
He looks over his shoulder and he goes, ah,
There's a big door.
the big door.
So Osha, hearing that the door is locked, walks over towards Calde, and she's going to
Calda's gonna quick grab her and just be like, just remember, this is open, so this is probably where those other guys came from.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think no. Like, I feel like the other door is gonna, like, lead us, like,
To a demon.
somewhere upstairs or, like,
I agree.
in the
I
nice
feel like
part,
it's
and I
either
feel
gonna
like
go.
the bad door is gonna lead us, like, further down.
Well,
I want to go
does
further
anybody
down.
There's an
have
option. The locked door could always be treasure.
That's true.
Does anybody have lockpick?
I have these
Osha
tools.
like treasure.
Yeah, Osha
Yeah,
has thieves
okay.
tools.
So yeah, Osha's gonna go through and use her thieves tools.
All right, so you're gonna head down the short hallway to the big, thick wooden door with an iron lock, and you're gonna pick at the.
Calda's gonna keep watch at the semi-open door to make sure she can hear anyone if they start showing up.
Okay, so you're gonna
Yeah,
keep watch.
That'd be great.
Do a dexterity check, Osha.
I knew it. There's a trap. Why I didn't go.
Always check for traps.
Always check for traps.
That's a
You fiddle with the lock with your pick for a little bit, but after about 10 minutes you get frustrated and it doesn't seem like it's quite coming loose and you're not able to unlock it.
Too bad I can't just get so mad and open the door.
All right. You can try.
I mean, you could try to
I'm angry
wrench
now.
it open.
I'm
Though.
pissed
That's
off
a good
and I
idea.
on the door.
Alright, you're
can't
pissed.
go with
Oh
the lock.
no!
Alright, I'll say you do a strength check with advantage. Because you're pissed.
Yeah.
You're
That
like-
would be a net. Oh no.
That's a natural 17, but it's a 20 with a +3. Alright, so now you're like, fuck this, you throw your tools on the ground next to you, you just, with a single, like, not a roundhouse kick, but a kick to the door, you actually hear the lock crack and break, and the door swings inwards and clatters against the far wall.
We're the stealthiest party ever.
Subtle.
You guys are
Very
really
subtle. We have a problem with doors.
This door's
The
open.
door?
Come on back. No, do I open the door? So I can't see. I just broke the lock, right? Have
Yeah,
I
you just
opened
broke
the
lock. The door is swung open and to
The
reveal
door flew open.
a small room, like a 10 by 15 room. It is lined with racks of weapons.
Yeah.
From what you can see, some spears, swords, there's crossbows, and some quivers. And along the far end of the room is a bunch of hooks with dirty gray cloaks hung up on them.
Ooh, we're gonna get some cloaks.
All right. So
Because
what?
we can
Dirty
blend in.
cloaks.
Dirty cloaks.
Get some
All right,
dirty cloaks for everyone.
Are any of these weapons good or like
Special?
I have to my glaive because my glaive has been pretty shitty lately. And so like do I have like a two-handed axe or anything that would be like decent?
Do a, let's see, you're gonna investigate the rack, so do an investigation check for me.
Okay. I don't have any advantage on. No.
No. All right. Well, as you're scanning through, it's not too difficult to take a look around. You find what seems to be mostly there's like 10 or so spears, about 5 or 6 short swords, some long swords, and 4 crossbows with the quivers hanging up with them. But aside from that, you don't seem to find any other heavy weapons. There's like some small daggers and knives scattered about, a couple shields, but nothing that seems to match the quality of your glaive.
Okay. Hey, you guys,
Sneak
there's
up
some
and enter the
weapons
room.
back here. If any of you are interested.
Let's all grab some cloaks for disguises.
Yeah, grab a cloak for everyone.
Yeah.
Cloak.
Cloaks for everyone.
All right, so you walk up to the far wall to grab some cloaks, and as you pick them up and kind of shake them out, shake the dust off, and hold them up, you do see that on the backs of the cloaks there is a symbol of what seems to be like a boar tusk, a boar snout with tusks jutting out from it.
Oh,
Sweet.
Perfect.
that's the symbol of the boar
Wow.
people.
The boar bears.
Boar bond.
Meanwhile,
Boar
Ryan
brand.
is looking around the room, picking his nose.
I wanted to find something.
You didn't find shit. At least it wasn't a natural one.
It's even worse.
All right, so Osha comes
Not
walking
natural
back
one.
in, holding her catch of 5 cloaks, gray cloaks
Yep.
hung over her shoulder. What do you guys want to do next?
Why did she get? Why did she get one for
Distribute the
Hodor?
cloak.
It's not gonna fit.
You could
He
tie
can
it
wear
around
it
his
as a
neck. It
turban.
could be a short cloak.
It's
It could be a
he
tie.
can use it as a rag or something.
Can
Yeah.
be a bib.
He could use a
Use it for
diaper.
his boogers.
Yeah.
Wipe his boogers.
We'll
The
wipe his
hanky.
boogers. All right.
All right, everybody, put your
Caldwell's
cloaks on.
gonna take a cloak and put
Okay,
it on.
I put my cloak on,
I put my cloak on.
and I'm like,
All right.
I'm just like
Awful
irritated.
roomy.
Like, ugh.
Put it
All
on.
right. All right.
All right, are we ready?
Let's check out this
We're
other
ready.
door. Yeah.
All right, Caldwell's gonna open the door and see what she sees.
With no dark vision. Great.
It's lit. There's fire. I can see there's fire through the crack.
Yeah, you can see a flickering lights.
Going to accompany
Okay,
her.
so having stood there for the last, let's say 10-15 minutes as Osha was fiddling with the door and looting the room, you still haven't heard anything coming from the inside aside from the flickering, crackling sound of a torch. You open the door and it swings open like with a slow creak to reveal a room similar to the hallway that you had just opened. It's a far more primitive than the rest of the cellar, consisting of like chipped stone walls and just damp dirt floors, as though it had just recently been dug out. Iron bars actually wall off the north and south sides of the room, kind of seeming to create shoddy makeshift cells of sorts. Filthy straw lines the floors of each cell, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. A single torch burns in the far wall, just barely illuminating a pair of disheveled human women and a young girl that huddle in the far corner of the south cell. Each of them wears a plain gray tunic and has chains fitted around their ankles. In the north cell, you find a young man hanging from iron shackles fitted into the back wall of the cell, seemingly unconscious. He looks as though he's been beaten within an inch of his life. His arms and chest are spattered with blood, and he's covered in cuts and dark
It's
bruises.
Pip. It's Pip.
It might be.
They said he was
Osha-
dead, but I bet you it's Pip.
Osha, when she sees the woman and child, moves towards them.
All right, so you guys can enter the
Caldwell's
room
gonna
now.
go to Pip.
I'm gonna move towards the boy.
Okay, so you guys enter the room now. As you guys enter the room, one of the girls is going to look up from her huddling in the corner next to the young girl and the other woman, and she's going to, like, with a burning look in her eyes, she's going to stand up and walk up to the bars, shaking them, going, "You filthy bull brands! Help Pip! Help him right now! He's going to die!"
Alaria makes the shush noise. Shush motion. Shush. Shh.
Osha's
No,
like,
I will
Quiet,
not be shushed anymore. Stop this.
we're
This is-
trying to
this is
help you.
needless.
we're not boar brands.
We're trying
This is
to
not-
help you.
We're not boar brands. We're here to rescue you. And Osha walks up to the jail cell. Can she use her lockpick? Can we try the lockpick?
You could try your thieves tools again, yeah. As you guys are shushing and kind of trying to calm her down, she looks around at the lot of you, noticing that you're kind of
Our
odd.
cloaks don't fit.
Yeah, your cloaks don't quite fit with the rest of your outfit, and of course there's the glowing eyes of one of the members, and there's a giant man who rumbles in the room behind you. She kind of goes quiet and says, okay, please, if you're here to help, aid Pip. He's badly wounded. I fear for his life.
Calda's gonna cast
it's
Healing
Pip.
Word on Pip.
Healing word. Is that a touch spell?
No,
Nope,
it's
it's within 60 feet.
60 foot.
Oh,
Yep.
perfect. All right.
Don't even have to open
It's
the lock.
nice.
Once again, OSHA gets pissed trying to do the thieves' tools.
You tried the thieves' tools again.
I'm so angry. Like I don't know how.
All right, you kneel
how
in
to
front
work
of
them.
the. You kneel in front of the. You're fiddling with the one on the south cell.
Yeah, wherever the
How door
the girl
smash the other
is,
door.
which
Okay,
is-
so you're fiddling with
yeah,
that. You're like, oh, these damn tools! You throw them on the ground again, and
and I just-
you keep in mind that it's kind of a small cell, and there's 3 women in here.
Can I help her with the dexterity thing?
Just pull the door
No,
outward.
Not
you need to.
dexterity. I'm gonna go strength now because I'm gonna.
Pull the door outward.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna try to pull the door towards me.
She gonna
and
go
away
hold.
from them.
Okay, you're gonna try to just yank the bars back.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay. I will say before we do this, you can do your roll. But before we do this, a glowing, gentle yellow light kind of appears in Calda's palm and arcs through the cell bars to land on the chest of the unconscious boy who goes. And he comes back to consciousness, like shaking and like shaking the chains and like, what the fuck is going on?
All right. Let's do my roll.
Calda is also making the shush motion at Pip now.
He scans.
No!
He scans the lot of you as you're like shaking the bars and goes, "What? Who the fuck are you? What are you doing here? What? I haven't
Alaria,
seen you around
Sis,
before."
but shut up.
we know your father, Tomlin.
My
We've come to help
father.
you.
OSHA says to
Yes.
Seagrain, "Can you see if Hordor can get this door open? I couldn't move it."
Open it gently.
Howdor. Do what Howdor do.
No!
I get out of the way.
How do I
Howdor
kill people
smash.
with doors?
As you guys say this,
Oh,
you see
no!
the eyes of the girls in the inside the cell kind of widen. They back up and press against the far wall in the back of the cell. The little girl's clutching one of the women's skirts. Dear. Howdor, like seeming very uninspired, kind of reaches out with his club and bonks the bars, but it doesn't. They shake a little bit, but they don't seem to move. Like,
Calda's gonna
Alright,
look
one
around
of
the room
you
and
aid
see if she
Seagrain.
sees keys anywhere.
Okay, yeah. So do a perception check.
Please.
We suck today.
God damn it!
Wait, I get to roll again. I get to roll
Oh, yeah,
again.
she gets to
Yeah,
roll
you
again.
do. You do get to roll again. I love that.
It's why it's almost better for me to get natural ones if I'm gonna get anything below 15.
Yeah, it is. Which is hilarious. The only race that does not fear natural ones.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's not
Alright,
much
you
better.
take a quick look around the room, but the floors just seem to be packed solid dirt, and under the torch hanging on the far wall, kind of piled carelessly against the base of it, is a pile of, like a large, decent-sized pile of discarded clothing, but aside from that, the rest of the room is barren.
Can I go check the weapons room
Seagrain.
if there's keys in there?
I'm gonna check under the clothing.
Alright, so you're gonna investigate the clothing. Yeah, you walk out of the room, like, one second, and you
Do I
back
do
out
investigation?
to the long hallway. Go do a investigation check in
Alright.
there, Mom.
I'm never searching anything again.
The dwarf kind of leans over the pile of clothing and just starts tossing shit over his shoulder, like carelessly, not really looking that well. Or Alaria, do your investigation check.
Yeah.
I think we need a new website.
Bullshit.
This is
This is
cursed
why
us
people.
today.
This is why people believe that dice are cursed.
Yes, it's
It's
true.
great.
They go to dice jail.
Yeah, they go to dice jail.
Okay, I got
all right.
13.
Okay, so you take a good long while to kind of scour the shelves, looking anywhere that you can possibly look for any kind of key, and you unfortunately do not find anything of the sort.
Seagrain, why don't you just
Shitballs.
see
Alright.
if you can budge this door at all?
And whatever door he tries, Calda's gonna go to the opposite one and see if she can use her flamey hands to melt the lock.
Ooh, what kind of check would that be?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Whether it be some kind of wisdom or magic, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What's
say
my magic or
do
wisdom?
a wisdom check for that.
Why did Howard just do Arcana?
Arcana is more for like magic
That's just
history.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. All right, so you
Ooh.
kneel down, and being the little pyro that you are, you do. It takes you probably about 15 to 20 minutes. It takes quite a while. You hold your flaming palm beneath the lock, and it doesn't quite melt it, but it does manage to heat it to a point where if you were to smack it with something, it would probably break and fall off.
Seagrain's gonna smack it.
Oh, Seagrain.
I was say, Seagrain or Osha, this is gonna be your area.
Yeah. Go ahead, Seagrain.
Do I need to do a strength check?
You're gonna do an attack with your weapon.
An attack?
Like with your glaive or with your
All right.
knife.
And pretty easily, you just wham against the iron. The iron shakes and clatters as you hit it, and the molten metal of the lock kind of bends inwards and snaps and just falls off to the ground, leaving the cell unlocked.
So Calda's gonna go over to the other lock and do the same thing.
Yeah, I can do the same thing. Do another
Another
wisdom
check?
check for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Hey!
Nice.
Which
You are
was the
such a
highest
little
ability?
pyro. Yeah, it's your highest ability, so I'm being generous with that. But so you do manage to
I'm
heat it
bad.
again and do another attack at the
Go
lock,
again?
whoever's nearest. Not that lock, the other lock. She's unlocking the other one. While these two women and a child are huddled there watching you guys curiously.
I want to
So I will
ask the group of girls if one of them is the daughter of the lady from the windmill.
Adabra.
I forgot her name. Adabra, thank you.
Yeah.
Are any of you the daughter of Adabra, the woman who lives at the windmill?
That's I, Eliza. Did she send you?
Huh?
The girl who had walked up, Eliza, the girl who had walked up and kind of gotten angry and yelled at you guys when you first entered, speaks up.
She did, in fact. We found your cart.
Your mom is
Ah.
very worried about you.
Oh, mother. Well, I appreciate your help. How did you deal with the brigands? There were 3 of them in here.
You don't want to know.
All
No,
right.
we'll save that for later.
She watches you as you melt the log. She's like, okay.
All right. Did
Osha,
Seagrain
Osha.
fail? Oh, I gotta go.
Osh. I can't melt the locks holding Pip to the wall because he is chained up, correct?
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I can't.
He's-
I'll burn him.
You'll probably burn him.
That's gonna have to be
I'm gonna-
you.
Okay, I'm gonna try. So I'm walking over
Is
here.
is the lock for the girls? Is that gone now? Did we? I missed.
Oh
it.
yes.
Yeah.
That one's gone.
Should one of us take the girls and take them back to town?
Yeah, we will. We
or
will.
can we-
Let's get.
we
let's
should-
get
I
this
would
other door
greatly
open first.
appreciate an escort.
Yeah. If you
We
want to
should get
like,
them all at once.
All
yeah,
at
we
once,
should get
don't split.
everybody here and go out.
Did we break the other lock?
I'm working on it. With strength.
Yeah,
They're
strength.
still working on it.
I thought it was an attack.
Oh, is it attack to hit it with my glaive?
Yeah, it's just attack. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're smarking it.
Actions. My glaive has not been good, guys, so I don't know what this is gonna be.
Cursed glaive.
Oh no, it's good
Oh, there
today.
we go.
Yay!
It heard you talking shit about it in the armory, and it's like, I gotta step up my game.
I'm gonna be replaced.
And you smash that lock and it actually splits straight in half on the edge of your blade and just clatters to the floor. And
then
both
kind
cells are
of steps away and lets somebody that's not gonna scare Pip.
Howdor should gently pick up Pip and carry him, and we should get the help.
We didn't get. He's still.
I don't know if you noticed, but He kind of shakes his arms as best he can. I'm a little chained up here.
No, he's a little tied up.
Okay. She's
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
She's gonna walk in and try to use her thieves tools again to try to.
Okay.
Right.
You walk
Calder
up, you're like, these
assist.
things have not been.
Calder
not
is
been-
going to assist.
And
Alright.
I'm like angry about it. I'm visibly angry that I'm like looking at these tools yet again.
Like I never see these
Like I
again.
probably should have disadvantage. I'm so angry, so pissed off. But
You
yeah.
unfortunately you can't help unless you also have thieves' tools
Damn
in
it.
your possession. That's part of the rules.
Oh yeah, right.
Please don't mess it up this time.
Nobody else has tools, huh?
Let's shake it up. We'll do a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
We'll shake
she
it
did
up,
it.
see if it
She
works
did it.
better. Oh, she did do it. Okay.
She
All
did
right.
it.
So you managed to the boy is kind of hanging there watching you guys curiously, not saying much as you fiddle with the chains around his wrist. You get one loose and he kind of yanks it free, and you go to the other one, get the other one loose. He stumbles down and falls onto his hands and knees on the ground in front of you as it comes loose, kind of shaking and looking very hurt.
And
Oh,
Osha,
Gloria,
you
please
know,
heal him
being
more.
the gentle soul she is, just walks right by and leaves the room. Nobody else to deal with it.
You're welcome.
Gloria, do you want to fix that?
Yep. Pip, you're injured, so we would like to let Howdor carry you back to town. He's harmless, so don't be afraid.
I
Is someone
can
gonna heal me?
Bitch.
You need heals?
I'm missing
Mm.
3 HP.
Did you just straight go full Overwatch player in my lobby?
I need healing.
Shut up. I'm narrating. Pip will look up at Ilaria and kind of just like kind of trying to be a tough guy. He'll sit up on his haunches and kind of roll his shoulders. And, I can walk. I'm fine. I appreciate the assistance though.
Your father's very
All right,
worried.
well,
about you, Pip.
yes, let's all get back to
not
town
surprising.
quickly.
Calder's gonna poke him in the back with her staff and see if he falls over.
Okay.
That's awesome. Everyone's
That's toxic.
Do a sleight of hand check.
Oh my god.
Naughty druid.
No, she has a point. She has a
Oh
reason.
no.
you like
Rude.
you kind of waddle up and just like from behind your back you just whip out your stick and kind of poke him right in the middle of his shoulders, and he's like, ah, fuck, and he leans forward as if he's gonna fall, but manages to catch himself. He's like, what the fuck for?
That was just to prove you're not okay, and you should let the giant help you.
I'm good enough to walk. Come on, I'm fine.
Well, at least let him assist you.
All right.
Let's go.
Pardon me, but
Let's.
All right.
I would like
Osha,
to stay.
it's time.
Actually,
Time to go.
Who said they want
What?
to stay?
I would like to stay. I've got
No.
got some meat to pick with a big fucker on the other side of the compound.
Pip, your dad is so pissed off right now, and we came in here to save your ass. You are gonna fucking
Intimidation.
ass out the door right now.
We can come back later.
Intimidation.
No, we're
Alright.
just taking him.
As you guys are arguing with him, from behind you, actually, Eliza steps up and says, "Pip, listen to them. You're far too injured to do any good here. Just tell them what they need to know and head back to your father. He's worried sick about you, I'm sure. Come with us." And he'll look over you guys' shoulders and like, fine, I suppose. Thanks for the help. And he'll walk past you guys to the door, kind of annoyedly waiting there for you.
Can
I try
Calder
to
do an
let's
insight check to
on
make sure
him.
he's not lying?
Yeah, sure, do an insight check.
We don't need more idiot townspeople dying.
Or having doors thrown on them.
Shh.
Hippie fucking shitball.
Alright.
Go home.
You fucking shit. Okay, you watch him as he passes. He's got like a kind of a belligerent, like set to his shoulders, like he's really kind of annoyed teenager mode. But he seems mostly like he understands the logic of what you guys are saying, and he definitely seems to be wanting to listen to Eliza. So
Can I
Alright,
point out
he's-
that we're
he
all
seems
gonna have to
sincere.
cross that hole again, and we're probably gonna die.
We're
yeah,
gonna
we
be
need to go
careful.
rest. So let's get out of here.
It's also be cushioned by the help body.
And the doors.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
I have an idea. I
outraged.
have an idea. I have an idea. Let's get to the hole first, and then we can see if my idea works.
Okay.
All right. So you guys
Head to
all
home.
the older middle-aged woman with the child clutching her gray tunic is gonna walk up with Eliza and Pip in the front, and they're gonna kind of shamble out into the. Oops, I moved you. Sorry. God damn it, Howdor, you're so big.
I think
Into the room, and you're gonna lead them.
Seagrain and Howdor should be in the front in case we run into any bad things.
That's where I am.
Let's have civilians be in the middle.
Yeah, I'll be in the back.
Yeah, civilians in the middle.
I'll definitely take the rear.
Calder will be
Definitely
somewhere.
begs the question: where did those people come from?
Well, they were in here. I'm guessing.
Just chilling out in the crypt?
Well, they
I don't
probably came from the dungeon.
They maybe had a
Went
trap
back.
door or something we didn't find. I don't know.
I bet you I bet you that's where the keys are. I bet you one of them had the keys on their body
Well, we couldn't find them. So
because they're in the pit.
They're crushed by a large door. Yeah, she specifically mentioned that there were 3 of them in the room, in the cells,
Yep.
guarding the cells with them.
Yep.
So
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
the key's in the pit.
come have a look.
We didn't need it.
We don't need
Alright.
it now.
It was
So
an
Calder's gonna
accident.
go through the door to the pit.
all right. So you're gonna walk in. Everything seems as you left it. The pit
Okay.
is open.
Still untrustable. So here's my idea. I have earth tremor,
Ooh.
which causes a tremor in the ground within range, and if the ground is area that is loose earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain until cleared. So could I, in theory, use that and crumble the hole enough to make it just an area we could climb through?
Is
Like
it
a
something you
mountainous
can?
kinda-
Is it an area of effect? Is it a pinpointed thing? I'm gonna open up your character sheet.
Can we take the sarcophaguses and throw them in the hole?
That worked so well last time.
Well, I mean, just so we can.
We could,
hack
make a big pile of crap
sarcophagus.
to climb. How deep was the hole again?
I mean, it worked.
It was 10 foot deep, wasn't it? Or was it,
Sarcophagi.
no,
Sorry.
10 foot
sarcophagi,
wide,
my
20 foot down.
apologies.
It was 20 foot
down,
Yes.
10 feet wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long are the
20 feet down, 10 feet
sarcophagus?
They are about the same height as the door that you threw in.
Oh, not big enough then.
Not quite big enough.
Can we, attach those wooden doors together?
No.
We still have rope.
Can we still try to throw people across? Yeah, we still have the rope. I still have the rope.
You still have the rope.
We
You
all
can
still have
throw
rope.
people across. People can also jump. It's 10
Can we
feet.
make a rope bridge?
Who knows how
Well,
to
we
make
all have rope. If we took all of the rope, then
We don't
could
even
make
need
a
all of it.
bridge.
Have you seen how much rope each individual has?
Oh, no. I was just gonna go to the front and try to jump across, and then with the rope. She's got a rope. She's gonna go through the door.
All right.
She's going to go
Fuck
to the
this
end.
hole.
Do an
And-
acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to jump, or not athletics, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
It was athletics last time, wasn't it?
Was it athletics?
It was, 'cause
Oh
you said
yes,
it was like
yes.
a long jump.
Long jump is athletics. You're right. Okay.
Yep.
Athletics, okay.
I have +5, so if I'm like, that's as close as we're gonna get.
Yes.
You leap with ease across the hole, actually landing like an extra 5 feet
Nat 1.
over here.
Mhm.
Perfect. Right when you needed it, that sweet nat 20.
How tall is
Okay.
Howdor?
Howdor is 9 feet tall.
Not tall enough.
Not tall enough.
If he stretches out his arms, then he would be
How
10
did
feet.
Howdor get across? Oh, you guys did the ledges before.
Yeah,
I was thinking
No,
about
Yeah.
it.
no, but this time
Yeah.
it's fine, because if you guys fall in, then I'll drop the rope and try to pull you out. But you guys can try the ledges first and just see. Yeah, or I can throw the rope and I can try to pull you. What
Let's
if
do
you
that
don't think
one.
you can make the jump or make the ledge? Like if your acrobatics are low, athletics are low.
Yeah, because at least then we won't fall and hurt ourselves. We'll just dangle.
Yep. So
What
who's
you're saying?
ready?
Okay.
Yep.
Let's send
Go.
one
We'll
more
get the
of
civilians
us across.
Yeah.
Well,
why
one
don't
more of
we
us
Or
and
the
then civilians.
civilians?
and then the civilians.
All right. So who else is gonna go across?
How about Calda? She's already up there.
Well, the civilians, right? We're gonna put the.
You want the civilians first?
Yes, please.
Well, I was saying one more of us up there
Oh, one
just
more
in
person come
case.
across. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's coming?
Who would be best? I mean, I'm right here. I can go. Otherwise, probably Alaria.
Okay. Let me. I throw the rope to Calde and tell her to tie it around her. Do you want to try to make a jump, or do you want me to try to pull you?
Just pull me.
Okay. What do I need to do to pull? No. Try to pull her.
Just do a strength check. We're gonna say you can do a strength check with advantage because she's gonna be jumping while you're pulling, so
I'll take it.
it's a team
Cooperative.
I
effort.
think I just hit it, but it's slow here. Yeah, it's
It's
slow.
slow.
So
With advantage.
Like,
There we go.
It's all
Alright.
dead.
so you go flying across
Oh,
the
look.
hole.
It's
just
2 out of
eagerly
3.
able to be pulled.
Whee!
Fuck this kid.
And you land with grace on the other side.
Yeet the halfling.
Gesturing through the doorway to the civilians who are standing behind you. They're looking very nervously around, like, what is happening here? First, Pip will kind of saunter up and be like, I can get it. I've crossed this hole a million times. And he actually will just like very nimbly skirt around the edge to the other side without any help.
Oh,
All
thank God.
right.
The other two, Eliza and the woman and her daughter, are gonna walk up, looking very nervously. Eliza's gonna be like, I think I can make my way around, looking at the ledge. And she's actually going to make you. Do you guys want to throw ropes to them? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I do want to
Okay,
throw.
so you do throw the rope to her, but she is gonna
Uh-huh.
attempt. She'll tie it around herself and attempt to kind of skirt around, looking down with a curious look into the hole with the door in the bottom.
All right.
Like an arm sticking up here, a leg
There's
over
blood.
here.
Nice.
There's blood. And she is going to barely. She'll kind of wobble at the middle of the hole, like, and you guys will hold your breath, but she'll catch herself and make her way across. Joining Pip on the other side, and now the woman and her daughter. The child, it looks terrified. She's clutching her mother, and she looks like she just is paralyzed with fear, like she won't even be able to make the jump on her own.
I think her mother should try to. Is her mother strong enough to pick her up, and then I'm.
Yeah, her mother can pick her up. Yeah.
Yep, and then
Okay.
I'll put the rope on, and I'm gonna sound the count of 3, jump, and I'm gonna try with the advantage again to pull them across.
Oh, all right, I'm ready. She's holding her daughter.
1, 2, 3, go. Let me see. Oh, one more. Oh, let me see.
It's a 14.
That is a 14.
Oh
Daisy.
no.
Okay, the woman will kind of back up and with a running start take a leap over the hole. She is holding her daughter, who's like probably like 3 or 4. She's the largest toddler. So she's a bit heavy, but with just the barest pull of strength that you add to it, she does manage to land on the very edge of the
thank
pit,
God.
kind of like almost like she's gonna fall back, but you grab her and pull her forward as she lands and she makes it across. And that leaves just the 3 of you standing looking on the other side.
Okay.
The
all right,
3 who are
who's going
definitely going
next?
to make this
I'll throw
interesting.
the rope.
I'll go next. Throw me the rope.
All right. Here you go, Hilaria.
I'll make an attempt to skirt the thingy.
Okay. You're
Which
gonna do
one
an
is that again?
acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Do we do athletics or acrobat?
For skirting around the ledge, it is acrobatics.
Oh well, then I want to jump because I have better athletics than I have acrobatics. Is that okay?
Yeah, you're
I'll
gonna
try
jump,
jumping
but OSHA's gonna pull
and
you.
I'm gonna try to pull you. Yep. So.
Yep.
So while you guys work on
flat jump, do you just want a flat jump with your acrobatics? Okay.
There, I jumped.
Okay. You are similar to the woman and her daughter, although without much help, you are able to land just barely in the edge, but you catch yourself and make your way across. 10-foot jump
Yay!
with a running start. And that just leaves Seagrain and his pet giant.
Green, how do you want to get Hodor?
How did we get Howdor over there?
He fell.
Howdor and him were the first ones to stand on it, and he caught himself. Because he has proficiency in athletics.
Like,
Can we all hold the rope and pull?
no.
I mean, how do I get-
He
how
started
do
the
I-
edge. Hodor went on the edge last time, didn't he?
No, he caught him. He's the one who stepped first and made it fall in and caught the ledge. He's just gonna do a jump. When Seagrain's gonna be like, "Go for it, chap," and he's gonna make a jump all on his own.
If he gets stuck down there, we'll throw the rope down and pull him out. But...
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Come on!
No.
Strength check, catch him.
Somebody strike.
Oh,
Can I
no,
catch him?
he's going in the hole.
Can I catch him?
No.
Is going to with with a bit of a lumbering start. He's gonna walk forward, kind of half running, half walking, and as he nears the edge to jump, he's actually gonna trip, and he's gonna go tumbling down with a fadeaway
Like a Wilhelm.
Whale.
falls down
Oh.
into the hole, landing on the
So
door,
Goddamn.
taking 4 bludgeoning damage. With a thud, you can hear him at the bottom like, "Moo."
All right. Great. Why don't you try to make it across here? Because we're probably gonna need your help in pulling him up. Oh my god.
Howdor is the wild card.
All right, Ryan, jump.
Are you jumping? What are you doing?
I'm
Oh,
jumping.
he's
Oh,
gonna,
yeah.
with his, he's like, he's gonna, with this little dwarf body, just boop, and hop over the like, make the 10-foot jump with ease. And right on the other side, she's gonna turn around and look down, and I'm like, what did you get yourself into? You dumb shit.
Quit picking your nose.
Osha lowers the rope down and says to Seagrain, you gotta get him to grab this rope and hold on.
This Pip is gonna walk up like, oh, for fuck's sake, what is going on here? Give me the rope. He's gonna also grab it.
We're all gonna grab it.
You're all actually gonna grab the rope because he's that heavy.
Yeah.
The 3 of you are gonna grab it initially and like tug, but there's nothing. You're not gonna get any movement. So the rest of everybody will join in, and Howdor is going to make a athletics check with advantage.
He weighs 300.
I know he's gonna make an athletics check with advantage. So
Oh, advantage.
Hodor.
Yay!
with some
We're
effort,
so close to leaving the giant in the hole.
with some effort, he kind of braces himself on either side of the hole because his arm span is that wide. He manages to kind of shamble his way up with your help, pulling him, guiding him up, and he crawls up out of the hole, clutching his club like under his armpit, like, and he makes his way out.
Oh, I hear something.
Bloody idiot! Pip is gonna say under his breath, and he's actually gonna walk like out the door in front of you guys, ahead of you. Liza's gonna take a look around and follow after him.
I'm going with them.
Called it is too.
All right, so you guys,
Yeet.
Going outside.
And they
you guys are gonna head out of the crypt
Yup.
with a
We
frightened.
need to sleep and eat.
Well, get them back to the inn and ask what the hell is happening first.
Yeah, what is the shit? It's ridiculous.
Escort them to the inn and ask questions. Also, who is the older lady and her daughter? I don't think we know who that is.
Yeah.
Who's the lady with the
Who
kid?
is that?
Yeah, you didn't really engage them. They're kind of just following along, looking very frightened.
So bring them to the town hall or what?
As when you guys mention that, when you guys are all talking between yourselves, by the way, all of them can hear you while you're talking. She's gonna pipe up very shy and like, my name is Myrna. This is my daughter Nilsa. We were taken 10 days ago when my husband Thel was killed.
Oh shit, you're that lady.
The woodcutter.
Indeed.
I am so sorry.
I
Very
was
sorry
my
for your
husband.
loss.
Thank you for your help, though. I can make my way back to our home from here. And she's actually gonna take her daughter, and you guys are at the base of the manor hill at this point, so she's gonna walk back down the road and make a stop at one of the houses along the way that you can see up ahead. Pip and Eliza standing next to each other, kind of staring awkwardly at each other, are going to look up at you, and Pip's gonna say, "Well, let's head back to my father, and I guess we can sort this out. There's still more to be done. I hope you know that you didn't explore all of what they have hidden down there, but
Of course not.
I can help you out if you want." And he'll turn and start walking without further ado.
Oh, we're gonna explore all of it.
Well, Eliza's following behind. So you guys head back to the inn.
Oh, before we completely leave, Caldo's gonna turn to the nearest tree and use Druidcraft to write on it in the Druid language that just says, "Total disasters were here and we'll be back."
Nice.
Duly noted. In case any other druids wander by.
Just leave it a message.
Well, I'll make sure they know. All right, so you
Alaria
guys head
looks
back.
disapprovingly.
Yes, you can
She
read
looks
it.
disapprovingly because I can read it. You and your foul language.
What? There's no swears.
And you guys toddle back to catch up with the group, and you guys make your way down the main road. Or it's not the main road; it's a side road back up to the inn, towards the center of town.
Back to. We need to go to the inn because we need to eat. We need to question Pip.
And reunite him with his father.
Yeah, you guys are following them as they're walking down the road. Eliza is also following. She's not quite sure where her mom is, so she's kind of just going along for now.
We're taking her to the inn to make sure she gets food, and then we'll take her to her mother.
Yeah, they're in
Yes.
pretty. I mean, Pip is literally wearing nothing but trousers, and Eliza's in that crappy gray, like slaver's clothes, basically. So you guys, we're gonna take a break there. Actually, I think that's a good place for a break before we head into the inn. And we'll come back at 9. Does that sound good for everybody? We've got food that just arrived, so.
We got a lot of shit done in that amount of time. We're
Yeah,
getting
you
our
did.
shit
It didn't take you an
together.
hour to get over the hole this time. You're learning.
From now on, check for holes everywhere.
Yeah.
Hole check. Hole check.
Always check for holes.
No.
That should be a special role.
Wow.
Hole
We're gonna
checker.
take a break anyway.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
What's the
We'll
plan?
reconvene at 9 p.m.
Sweet.
Well, that's like 40 minutes.
We have met by our
That's 23 minutes.
Or 20 minutes, yeah. That's long.
It's like 40 minutes. All right, I'll see you
I
guys
lost track of time.
in a bit.
Okay, bye.
I've always loved the actually no. time to. uh, you want me to? All right. How this I'm gonna leave one of the birds up here. I'm gonna put you down there. You're gonna run up, grab the egg, no matter what level it is. Bad. This is a bad egg.
Philip, quiet down.
Drop. Left. Over here. Sure. Nine. Not a. Yes, you're done. Oh. Oh. Get that egg. Get that egg. Get that egg. Don't move.
All right, nerds.
That other one.
It's the most amazing, the most beautiful.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Huh.
All right, I'm back.
Huh. Hello.
Hello. I heard Ryan chicken from Ben earlier, but I think he stepped away again.
Yeah, he was like 10 minutes early.
What was for dinner tonight?
Funny story. Dinner is late again.
Oh no!
Yeah. We're just gonna wait.
Ah. Well, feel free
Goddamn
to,
pandemic.
I mean, honestly, Kim, just feel free to like take a break when the food comes. It's not that big a deal.
It's okay, honestly. I actually ate lunch pretty late, so
Eat it
I'm not
while it's
even
warm,
that hungry.
though.
Okay. Don't worry about it. D&D is my sustenance.
It is. Mine as well. I've been looking forward to it all day today.
Yeah. Love this shit. I've gotten to the point where I don't have to do as much prep work. So I'm feeling maybe we can bump it up to 2 times a week in the future. Near-ish future.
I would definitely be down for that. Or maybe every other week, let's do an extra session. So, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh god, the voice modifier's back.
Nice.
Blah. Yeah, every other week with an extra session, that'd work.
Yeah. Then you don't burn out or feel like it's too hectic or.
The early birds are late.
Yay.
What's happening here?
All chilling. All in chill mode.
Chill. Burp. Burp.
A wild Marn has appeared.
Yes, indeed.
I was here the whole time. I just kind of got distracted and forgot.
That sounds like my Marin.
Yep. Oh my god, we have arrows and words now.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. It lasted 2 seconds.
It did. Mom, you're muted.
Mom, unmute yourself, Mom. Come on, Mom. You're better than this, Mom.
I don't know if she's actually here. I'm assuming she's the one that made the face. I love that your name in Roll20 is how door question mark in parentheses. Oh god, you're still talking like Thanos. It's okay, it's gone now. It was just a very scary correct. How door.
I still have silver to split with people from the last time too, so I kind of get all settled.
Yeah, we gotta hand out our spoils.
Good.
Where's Mom? Oh.
Drop off.
Mom, you might want to leave and come back. Your mic is green, but we can't hear you.
Where are you? You also have a hat on?
There she goes. Hello. Uh-oh.
Oh, I love this directional stuff. This is good. This is very helpful.
Oh yeah.
Very helpful.
You're fast, dude.
Now we know how Barthen's name is spelled.
Now I know. I know how to spell.
I think you guys have been here as well. Oh, you've been around town.
We get around.
Get around.
Eat it, Tim.
Unforeseen consequences of labeling things. Now I feel like I'm playing an MMO and I must knock on every door to unlock the name. Complete map.
Leave them in.
Complete map.
I figured it. I wasn't gonna show the arrows because I wanted you guys to remember, but I figured it's more.
No, like I like seeing them because like I generally speaking know which building's what, but as far as like knowing exactly what they're called.
No,
Yeah,
I love it.
exactly.
This is great. Yeah.
And you've seen like the signs hanging above the doors and whatnot.
Yeah.
You would
I
have
thought
that
that the
knowledge.
bar was called the Sleeping Boar.
Pretty sure it was.
Oh, it was. That was its original name. I named it something else.
That's okay, that's good. That just made me wonder if I just seriously misheard things last game, but I wasn't gonna say it.
That one doesn't exist.
I thought it was like sleeping whore.
It was.
It was. It is. It's Sleeping Boar.
No, whore.
Oh, Sleeping Boar.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like in my head.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot more fun, but sadly not what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know if that'd be more fun.
Okay,
if
and
you
like
were sleeping.
the
I don't know.
innkeep's name, is his name Tomlin or Toblin?
Toblin.
Tomlin.
Okay, that's what I thought, but then someone was saying Tomlin, and I was like, I thought it was Tomlin.
Yeah,
I thought it was Tomlin like Game of Thrones. Oops.
yeah, I did as
Top-
well.
That's okay. We'll have
My bad.
issues with names most likely. Actually, oh, I want to see if I can do this now. No.
Oh, Marigold's grown.
Ryan, tell your brother to go away.
You got want
Yeah, Philip is quite loud.
I can't do anything about his megaphone voice. Except for,
You can take the
Come get
voice
me.
away.
hashtag mom.
Can't you go in a different room? Are there no more rooms in that place?
I mean, he's attached to his computer.
Your laptop's.
Bring me home.
Jesus.
You trying to be subtle, Ryan?
The nice thing about that smiley face is the fact the way it was placed with the building in it makes it look like a seal.
I know.
It really does.
Oh, I
So
was
I've been
going for
seeing the whole
cat,
time.
but I'm
It
glad
looks
that you
like a
noticed that
seal.
the building was a nose. See, I was thinking.
I did,
cat.
but like from the
Oh,
little
yeah,
like
yeah,
pieces
yeah,
of the
yeah,
building
I
coming down, I definitely see like I couldn't see the ears. I just was like seal.
He's fine with not eating. I'm on fresh international market tomorrow. For colonies.
Maybe. scared of outside. Your dad should be scared of outside too. He's not scared of outside. I don't understand why. He should be more scared of outside. Love you. That's okay.
I can't wait till we get
We do. We have all the fanciest.
Do we have
masks.
everyone?
We'll be fine. All right, everybody's back. Yee.
Yee.
Yee. Okay. All right. Back to it. Man, I need more music.
Mm-hmm.
This music player is really shit. That's why.
We're back in the Shire.
Back in the Shire. All right. Excellent. So you guys make your way down the main road and step into the Stonehill Inn. As you guys walk inside, you will notice that at in the middle of the common room, it sits the 5 boys that you recognize from earlier in the morning when you had your chat. Toblin is behind the bar with his shoulder heavily bandaged, trying to do his work as best he can. The barmaid Adeline is doing her rounds at the tables with a few patrons, and as the door opens and Pip kind of saunters in with Eliza close behind, and you guys after her, you'll see the heads of the 5 boys kind of pop up, and 3 of them will yell like almost in unison, like Pip, and they'll all jump up and run to the door and kind of crowd around him. His father behind the bar will look up and lock eyes with Pip, and they'll both kind of have an exchange, private exchange with a nod. What would you guys like to do? Following in behind.
We need to eat.
Oh yeah, I need some food and something to drink.
I need to make my brew.
You do that when you go to bed, don't you?
I mean, you can set it up whenever.
Set it up right now.
But okay, I guess you're just gonna walk up to your room and just disappear from sight while you're tinkering with your brewer's supplies, and we'll go over that later. The rest of you guys go and find a table at the table next to the boys, sitting around as Talbot walks up. The group of you kind of gathering, and he says, welcome back, friends. Pip, it's good to see you. And Pip will just nod with kind of a sideways look, like awkwardly, not sure what to say. And he'll say, well, what happened? Pip, you're gonna have to go upstairs, take a rest. You look badly injured. I'll say, no, I'm okay. I have to help these guys with something. And he'll sit down at the table with you guys. Toblin will look around and say, well, I suppose then we'll start with some food. Meal on the house, of course. And he'll look around and say, what can I get you for drinks?
I'd like an ale, the biggest ale that glass you have.
The biggest mug of ale. I gotcha.
And I'm gonna say, Toblin, can you have somebody round up the town master and have him come meet us in here so we can talk to him?
Oh, absolutely. I did recently return from a visit with him. I caught him up to speed on what was happening. He, unsurprisingly, didn't seem that interested, to be honest. In fact, there was a strange fellow inside. He just recently arrived this morning, I believe. He said he was a member of the Lord's Alliance. Was looking for some information on what was happening around the town, and spoke to him briefly about it. He seemed quite interested to help, but the fellow's name was Sildar. Sildar Hullwinter. Haven't seen any of his like. Sildar.
Sildar?
It's not me.
Sildar.
S-I-L-D-A-R? Jill?
As far as I know, yeah. Sildar. Yeah, it's S-I-L-D-I-R. Yeah, Sildar looked like a chivalrous fellow, was dressed in armor, looked like some sort of knight. Probably from one of the big towns. Perhaps Neverwinter, but...
Asha rolls her eyes. At the sound of the word knight, she's just like... And then there is like a sigh, like...
you know the sort, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
But
So what is
I-
this lords of what that he belongs to?
The Lord's Alliance.
Lord's Alliance.
Because, you know,
Has
Lord
anyone
needs
ever
so
heard
much
of this?
help.
They're a loose collection of political figures from the larger cities, Neverwinter and Waterdeep in particular for our area. They sometimes take an interest in bringing law and order to the rougher parts of the wilderness, but I'm not surprised to see him. I am surprised he took an interest so eagerly, but of course, Harbin wasn't as easily convinced. He's more worried about dragons.
Well,
What did you find in the hideout?
we found
Some people.
Eliza, which is great.
I see that.
So she is free. And we also found
The Woodcutter's
what is her
family.
name?
The Woodcutter's family.
Yeah, the Woodcutter's family. Yes.
Myrna and Nilsa. Oh,
Yes.
he'll kind of look genuinely surprised. He's like, I had heard they were dead, along with
They were locked up
father
in
and husband.
prison, along with your son, who was almost beat to death.
I'm sure that's a fine story. And he looks pointedly at Pip. Why don't you share, son? And he'll look up and with like almost like a half an eye roll and be like, scratch his head. Listen, I know it was a fool's errand, but I heard they took Eliza, and he'll look over. Eliza's actually not sitting at the table with you. She's kind of sitting off to the side, by herself, nervously, like kind of like social anxiety kind of. He'll look over at her and be like, I heard she'd been kidnapped, and well, I couldn't sit by. I tried to free her. They found me, beat me within an inch of my life, and well, here we are.
Insight check.
Yeah, do an insight check.
-1, but
That's not bad. He certainly seems, despite the, like, teenage attitude, he seems like he's being sincere. He seemed like he's genuinely worried about Eliza, but you do get the feeling he's not telling you quite everything. Not that it's bad, but he's not sharing the whole story.
So, Pip, what do you know of these Boarbrand bandits? We thought you were part of their gang.
Well, funny story there. Perhaps even funnier than my botched rescue. I founded the Boarbrands. Me and my buddies, and he'll look around the table and they'll all kind of sheepishly look down. They won't admit it, but well, I'm sure you've noticed Phandalin is not a rich town. There's not much that goes on here. Bunch of mining shitters that sit around all day squatting over their ale, so I took it upon myself to, well, try my hand at, and he'll look up at his dad, providing a bit of extra coin for our endeavors here in town. It was honestly nothing much. We harassed some nobles and caravans traveling up and down the high road and along the Tribor. The few that traveled there, not much these days. That's where our name came from. I know, quite clever, but certainly never imagined anything like this. One day, Glassstaff came along and took it upon himself to expand our efforts. I didn't know at the time.
He's the
but
wizard.
yeah, he's a wizard of sorts. I'm not sure what kind of wizard. I know he can move people between spaces. Quite far distances, in fact. He used it all the time to move us between.
Is that how he kidnapped people as well?
Yeah, that he'll look over, he'll glance at Eliza and say, yeah, they kidnap him, drag him short distance away within the vicinity of the hideout, and then he would teleport them into the cells.
Pip, why is wizard kidnapping people?
You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
I had the nerve once to ask
In
him.
all this?
Yeah, I had the nerve once to ask him, but him and his bugbear friends didn't appreciate my nosing around, and, well, took a good beating that day, and ever since me and the boys have been laying low.
Besides the wizard, how many bugbears are left in there, do you think?
Oh, there's Roscoe and his shite gang. 3 or so of them. They're quick on their feet. Caught me trying to sneak Eliza out before I knew it. They're the ones that beat me after death, and I'd like to return the favor. But yeah, there's probably 4 of them. I'm not sure if there's more. They seem to come and go. The wizards got some strange goings abouts.
Is this Roscoe fella human?
This way.
I don't know. He's the biggest, ugliest, fattest fucker of them all.
But human, you think?
Right?
He's a
No,
bugbear.
He's a bugbear.
Oh, bugbear. Okay.
This is the bridge right here.
Are you the only humans in this gang?
Where's
No, we had a few other fellows that joined us over time. No gooders from the shittier parts of town. But
So all of this is well and good. We've heard of it before, but where does the
What was that?
spider, I believe, fit into all this? Who's the spider?
Where?
the black spider,
Did it
I
go
presume.
Rocky?
That would be the one.
Did it go Rocky? You.
I've only heard vague mutterings of the name by Glassstaff in particular. He seems to have dealings with him on the side.
It hit you with a rock.
That's where they take the prisoners. No idea what they do with them, but I know it's nothing good.
Hey Ryan, can you mute your thingy so we can't hear
Do you
Philip?
have any you?
So loud. Thank you. Osha looks up and she's like, if Harbin won't come to us, I am definitely going to go to him.
Alright. That's probably a good idea.
All right. So Osha gets up and she goes towards the townmaster's hall, and she taps Seagrain, says, "Why don't you come with me in case we need to, apply some pressure."
I think Seagrain's up in his room, actually.
He
Oh,
is.
is he? Okay. Oh no, I grab Calvin. Let's go.
All right. Calder's just gonna tap Larry on the shoulder and go, just keep an eye on these guys. Let us know if anything happens.
We'll be back in a few minutes. There's some things I need to clear up with the townmaster.
Excellent. Alright, so you two make your way out, and Ilari is gonna stay and take up a bit of chatter with the townsfolk. So we'll do this in order. You guys are gonna head out step out of the inn, close the door behind you, step out onto the road. It is.
You keep cutting out. Is that just my phone or is that something else?
Am I cutting out?
No, I think that's your phone, miss.
Damn it. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Do you need a headset, Lisa? I still think I do have a headset. Do you want one?
No, I'm okay with that. It's just that I had to play on Seth's computer and I can't download Discord on it. So I'm
Okay.
doing it through my phone.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
Okay.
Tim, go ahead.
Ready? Okay.
Yep.
You guys step out of the inn, and it's I'm reassessing my time here. You guys woke up at 7 a.m. I'm remembering, and headed out pretty much right away.
Okay, what
So we're
time
gonna
is it?
say now it's about noon, 11 to noon. You spent a couple hours in the cellar and then came out. It's an overcast day actually. The clouds have kind of rolled in. Seems to be about mid-afternoon or midday. You step out. As you step out onto the street, Calda actually is gonna look out onto the town center, the kind of matted, rough track that makes up the center with the shrine kind of along the side and the town green past it, where a few children seem to be playing. And you're going to notice that behind the children playing in the grass, a familiar translucent glowing blue figure stands in the very far back in the outer reaches, very typical of where you usually spot him. And you'll see just one eerie hand with a finger pointing out into the distance.
the fuck?
Osha, you don't see anything. You're gonna keep walking.
Okay.
Calda's gonna kind of pause and look surprised, so you can comment on it if you'd like.
Are you okay?
That's-
Are you keeping up?
Yeah, I have a thing. An appointment. I need to go have a look at this appointment.
Fine. Go do what you need to do. Do you need me to come with you?
I should be fine. I'll come. I'll go back to the town hall once I finish.
Fine, I can handle Harbin on my own.
All right. Something to do with carrots. Something.
Oh my god, fucking not carrots.
Just kind of wanders off in that direction.
Yeah, you just wander off, and Osha continues on her way. Osha, I'm gonna follow you while you walk down the road, round the corner. The familiar notice board comes into view, and the townmaster's hall. The door that it was that you remember being shut tight, with a grumpy voice behind it, is actually now open, and it seems like there is some activity going on inside.
All right, so I walk in. I'm like, "Where's Harbin?"
You walk in within full view of Harbin, who is sitting behind, like, it's a pretty small town hall. It's just a long room with like a cluster of chairs along the edge and a large desk on the far side, behind which sits Harbin, kind of poring over a bunch of notes and sheets that he's scribbling in furiously, and he looks up at you. You didn't see him before, but getting a good glimpse at him now, he's a middle-aged, very plump fellow with he's got like a bald spot in the middle of his the back of his head, and he looks up at you. He actually has like a monocle with a chain hanging down. A weird. One second, sorry. Okay. He looks up at you with like a squinting, like, kind of look, and says, you folks again, what do you want?
Listen, Harbin. We need to get paid for all this cleanup work we've been doing around town. We've taken care of your orcs. We have taken care of your spider gang. And we're about to take care of this dumb wizard that keeps running around and doing things. But we're not going to do it unless there's some payment here. So...
Payment?
And on top of this, we rescued Eliza. We rescued the woodcutter's family. And Pip from a cellar. So all these missing people that you have around town, we've been finding them.
Yeah. I heard the whole spiel from Toblin. I know what you did. Listen, I'll pay you. We're not rolling in gold around here, but I'll pay you 150 gold for all the trouble you've gone through, and...
Shit.
I think that sounds very fair.
I think that sounds fair. I'll pay 150 gold. Is there any way I can trouble you with an extra matter? Maybe I'll throw in something extra on the top.
Yes. Does the 150 include taking care of the wizard? Which we have not done yet.
Wizard. Bring me proof of this wizard and his wrongdoings in the town, and I'll talk to you more about it. But in the meantime, I've got a bit of a pickle. You see, we had a caravan that was supposed to arrive yesterday afternoon. A young dwarf, pioneering dwarf fella by the name of Gundren paid me a hefty penny to have his supplies delivered in town and set up a prospecting area on the outside. Some bother about the Van Delver's pact and whatever, but he's gone missing, and we need somebody to help find him.
I think we could probably help you with that. I need to ask a couple questions about how long ago did he go missing?
He was supposed to arrive yesterday, and he did not. So.
Last night, okay. And you said his cart was coming in from what direction?
Coming down from Neverwinter along the Tri-Board. Of course, not long before, Dragon was sighted flying over that area, and well, I'm afraid as to what could possibly have happened. Dragon's involved, so I know you guys have your hands tied up with this bandit nonsense in town. I appreciate the efforts, and he'll kind of grumble and like lean over his notes and kind of look around and be like, I'll send word to Toblin to set you guys up when you're done. Just come back for more gold if you get this settled. Here's the 150, and he'll actually slide like a pouch of gold across. He'll take a couple out first and then slide it over like he is removing some extra gold in his pouch, and you have 150 gold.
All right. Harbin, which one of these do you want me to take care of the wizard first, or do you want me to go track down this Valdez?
Whatever you take a fancy in.
Okay. Sounds good. We will be in touch, and I just like blow out of it.
Yep.
So, and then I just make my way back to the tavern with the money, which I'm gonna split up with everybody.
All right. Excellent. So after you walk back, you don't see Calda anywhere in sight as you make your way back to the inn and stride through the front door. Calda, you have made your way across the town green, just past two children who look up at you curiously, but just you're paying no mind to them. You barely even see them. You have locked eyes on this figure and walk up to him. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
Is Marin here?
So we're back at the inn.
I'm back at the end, but now Marin's story's going.
Okay, sorry, I fixed it. What?
Oh, you were muted. Sorry.
No, not intentionally muted. I was cutting, so I couldn't hear.
Did you
Anyways,
hear what I said?
half of it.
Okay. You walked across the town green up to the familiar figure, basically.
Okay. She's gonna walk up to him and she's gonna try talking to it in Primordial, because she learned that language specifically just to see if this damn thing would talk. She might be wrong. She doesn't know what it says.
Yep. Alright, what are you gonna say in Primordial?
She's gonna walk up and just go, Can you actually speak with me instead of pointing in vague directions for once?
As you speak like the garbled words of this half-learned language, trying to make any amount of contact, the piercing, like, blue, vibrant eyes that are so familiar to you, or just stare like straight into your soul, and you just see no movement at all, just pointing eerily off into the distance. You follow the line of his finger, as you're so apt to do, and you don't see anything in particular that you might pick out as what he, like, just the direction really that he wants you to go. But you do see off in the very, very far distance. The only thing of note is you see the Sword Mountains jutting up in the distance beyond the foothills surrounding the town, and you see one large white peak that seems almost twice as tall as the others, and his pointing seems to line up with that.
That way?
The eyes just keep staring through you.
Calder just kind of like hand mimes that direction and shrugs.
You see, like, just the slightest, barely noticeable hint of a nod of his big head just ducks down and back up.
Do I get any hints? Nothing? Anything? Is all you can do point? I don't understand.
You get no response.
Every time. You would think we'd be past this by now. Alright, okay, fine. Just a hint? Anything? Any little bit?
A few more seconds pass, is staring into your soul, and then there's one more bare nod, and then just he disappears into nothingness.
Every goddamn time. She's gonna just make her way back towards her friends while casually looking over at those mountains and going, oh damn.
Alright, you make your way back across the town green and the center of town, and you see the backside of Osha. She's just opening the inn door and walking in, closing it behind her. In the meanwhile, while this is all happening, Alaria, I mean, I'm gonna say that Seagrain has managed to finish setting up his various arrays of tubes and flasks up in his room, and he's come back down into the main room where you are sitting at a table and Howdor is off in the corner.
Hell yeah.
Caressing his club. And you're sitting currently at the table with Pip and the boys, who are kind of just talking to each other under their breath, kind of relaying what the happenings that they missed out on and whatnot.
So I'll
So
start.
we're all back now?
I'm gonna say while they're gone, in the 15 or so minutes. Did you want to pick up with any conversation, Mom, or are you just gonna sit there? Which is totally fine.
So we're back at the... Wait, are we back at the inn?
You are in the inn by yourselves, right? This is right after they, Osha and Calda left to go speak with Harbin.
This is just me and Ryan now?
Yeah, you stayed behind, and Ryan Seagrain has joined you at the table. You have, like, the half-finished ale that Osha just left on the table as she walked out.
Have any questions prepared?
That's fine.
Okay, you don't have to. You're just there to keep an eye on them. Did you want to do, like, a perception check? Did you... anything? Do you want to do anything? If not, I'm just gonna keep going.
No, I don't know. Just go.
Okay, what about you, Ryan?
Am I unmuted now?
Yeah, you're unmuted.
Alright. I'm going to ask the barkeep for some ale.
Alright. You walk up to the kind of trundle down the stairs and walk up to the bar where Toblin is currently at the bar. He seems to be looking off, like, into the distance at nothing in particular. Just, like, wiping one circle of the countertop over and over again. Like, very lost in thought, so he doesn't really notice you walk up.
I'm gonna tap the counter with my hammer.
Alright. Clunk, clunk. Oh, you're not saying anything. You're just tapping the counter.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I thought you were gonna add something. He'll, like, shake himself out of whatever thoughts he's in, and he'll look at you. Yes, Sir Dwarf, what can I, sorry, I don't think I ever quite caught your name.
Probably be along
The name's Seagrain.
Good name. Seagrain, sir, what can I get for you?
Oi, can I get an ale?
Absolutely. Biggest ale we've got. Coming right up.
Very good.
Perfect. Alright. And you're gonna I'm assuming you're gonna turn and sit back down at the table with Alaria. Yes? No?
Come join me, Seagrain. Join me.
He's just gonna look at her and stare at her.
I'm so lonely.
All my friends have left.
Oh my god.
Alright. Well, I'm assuming you went and sat back down. And after a few minutes of you sitting there staring weirdly around the room, Toblin will come back with your ale and set it in front
Where's
of you.
Ordor? What is he all right?
Yeah, he's sitting in the corner in his usual
Alright.
spot.
Picking his nose.
Stroking his
nose.
usual club.
He was caressing his club, yes.
Alright, good. Just want to make sure we didn't like
I
accidentally.
was just thinking that.
Caressing his club.
Alright, are we back yet?
Yeah,
Fran and
you
I
guys
back?
have walked
This is-
in now.
Okay. So I
50
saunter
Shades
in
of Grey now.
and I throw this bag down on the table and I say, take out 37 gold and 15 silver each. This is
Oh,
the money we got paid for
Oh, Osha.
helping free some people from this town.
Good job.
And then Harbin was on about some other issue, I don't know. But it sounds like somebody went missing off the Tribord Trail. Some sort of delivery or cart. I was not really attention to the poor man, but he said he would give us something extra if we helped out with that. And it seems like, so far we've gotten paid for the work we've done. So if we want to finish with this wizard, that is something we can do. I did not ask about the Zildar guy because, I don't really want to split the money more ways unless we think we need the extra help. But I just assume, we try to take care of it ourselves. I think we're doing
I think
okay
we
so
could take care of it ourselves. I would be interested to know what his interest in the matter is.
Well, certainly we can stop by and talk to him again if you want before. I definitely think, to be quite honest, before anything else, I'm exhausted from the night before and today's actions, and I could really use an overnight sleep, I think.
It's noon.
Yes, we know you really kicked that door.
It's noon.
Both my rages are gone. How are both my rages gone?
You
Napped
were
tonight.
very angry.
Yeah, we did a short rest.
Before we separate again, I wanted to give you some more of the berries that I have in case we run into more trouble.
That's
So
totally
I'm going to
like a
cast Good Berry, and everybody gets 2 more of the berries that are 1 health.
1 health, so 2 health. Berries.
They come in handy.
I mean, if you'd like to rest up and try to go find this wizard, if we're in a dungeon,
We
who cares?
definitely
We
need-
could light our day out. I mean,
We need to
I could
rest.
see in
All
the
of our
dark.
magic is gone.
Oh, I still have pretty much all of mine.
Oh, all my magic is gone.
Plus,
still
I
have
think
one.
the dwarf.
And all
I think the dwarf is still getting ale, right?
yes.
Ale.
Should we take a nap?
Should we could
Long
do
rest.
we
Long
try to
rest.
do a short rest?
It's
but I
noon.
As you guys
Wait,
are
it's noon?
chatting at the table, you will hear the door of the inn open, and in will walk Darren,
Oh, good.
I was just
Who-
about to suggest we
who
go
you
find
recognize.
him. Good.
He walks in. He locks eyes with you, Osha, sitting across the table, and he immediately beelines it over to you guys and says, "Ah, friends! I'm glad to see you made it out of there. That snickering fellow was putting up quite a fight the whole way to the town hall. How'd it go?"
We did
Where is
well.
the man?
He's in the cells underneath the hall.
We need to speak with him and ask.
I couldn't get shit out of him. All he did was kept muttering some nonsense about elves and orcs and I don't even know. He seemed half mad.
Where on earth
Elves.
did the elves come in?
Well, the elves
Weren't
were
the bones?
crypt.
The bones.
Yes,
and
but
the
I'm
crypts?
curious as to
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
he was
the ring
saying.
is elven. I show Harbin my ring, and I say, "Have you ever seen a ring like this before, Darren?"
Aye, that's the Tressendar symbol. Where'd you find that?
Tressender.
We found
That's
it down
neat
in the
to know.
in the jail, along with Eliza and Pip.
Do a
and-
deception check.
Shit.
Oh no.
Shit.
Okay, that's believable enough. He's like, looted out of the Tressendar crypts by those thugs, I presume. Makes sense. Yeah, that's our family crest. They were a family of half elves, I believe. Much like my kind, I.
All right, so. And then one of the boys turns to me and says, "I thought your name was Hermione." And I'm like, "Shut up, boy."
That's true, actually. That's true. I forgot about Hermione.
Yeah. When I was at the end, I was using a false name, and I like to use many false names. So enjoy.
Yeah, one of them like,
Enjoy
her
this.
name's Hermione.
Yeah, enjoy.
Shut up. That's great.
Yeah. All right. And anybody else want to ask Harbin any questions or Darren any questions?
Oh, he sat down at the table with you and has ordered an ale.
He's chilling.
So he's chilling with you guys.
Calder wants to ask Pip, being like, "You mentioned there was a lot more to that manor we hadn't seen yet. We're planning on probably going back."
Actually, before Pip will open his mouth to respond, but Darren is actually gonna snort and be like, "Yeah, there's a lot more to this boy than I thought as well. Isn't that right, Pip?" Like everybody's making fun of him at this point. Pip is gonna like roll his eyes and be like, "Shut up, Darren. Yes, there's more to the crypt. They expanded quite a bit. There's a strange, I don't know what to call it, but some kind of crevice underneath the manor that emanates kind of magic. The wizard would go on and on about it all day. Something evil resides in there. I never saw it myself, but that's the center of the base. There's some bridges that cross over to the other side, and that's where he keeps his workshop and private quarters and
Workshop? A wizard
Yeah.
We're
workshop?
kind of told to stay clear of this crevice, were we not?
I would
No.
stay clear of it if I were you. One of the bridges is actually rigged, I believe. The south bridge, so don't go over that one. But if anybody walked in there, you'd kind of just make your way quickly over the bridge and be out of there because there's strange sounds that come out of there. But yeah, this is his workshops. I wasn't allowed back there. The damn bugbears wouldn't
How
let
do you
me.
think we can lure this wizard out? Is there a way we can like lure him out?
I think we need to go into the workshop. Can you imagine what's in a wizard's workshop?
No, because she's saying that they
Tried
won't
a
go
few
over the
times.
crevice. Yeah.
But I luring him out, and I don't even know how to find him myself. He would only make himself known when he needed us to do something for him, of course, but
How would he go about that?
he would just appear. He could teleport.
Shit.
He'd appear out of nowhere, sometimes surprising us while we were in the middle of a job. It was quite odd.
I'm going to be frank. I'm very upset right now and would like to kick some ass. Is there lots of ass to kick in that mansion?
Oh, there's quite a bit of ass. In fact, I'll join you in the effort, and he seems to like get a little excited.
Well, I suppose what we can do is, if we round up his bugbears, he's gonna have to pay attention to us, right? So, we go in there, we get the bugbears, we hold them ransom or hostage, or round them up. Not kill them, just round them up if we can.
Not
Can't
kill them, you
Drop any
say.
doors on them?
Incidental death.
I'm not sure that would work. I have a feeling he already knows that you are here, considering I spied a moth pinned into a rock by his gut outside. But
that was good, Osha.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I have a feeling there's not much. There's not going to be not a lot of killing going on. But I believe that me and the boys might be able to lure out the Roscoe and his thugs.
Okay, I think we can start there.
I'll see what I can do, and he'll turn, and him and the boys will kind of duck heads and start coming up with a plan. While this is happening, Darren's gonna take a big sip of his ale and say, "Huh, that's quite odd. A wizard taking an interest in a small town like this. I can't quite wrap my head around it."
Easy place to grab people from that no one will question. What he needs
And what is it grabbing
people
them
for.
and all that.
Yeah, that's the
That's true.
question.
But why
What
the
do you need
orcs?
people?
I don't know.
At
Orcs
that- actually,
strike a
at
lot of
that-
fear.
Pipple look up from his talk and be like, "Oh, actually, that's another funny story. Actually, that was my idea. I figured the best way to lay low was to pin it on the orcs to the east." And Darren'll snort again, be like, it's actually kind of a clever plan." Well, that makes sense then. Still leaves us with the wizard.
Well, I
We're off to
definitely
kill
know
a
I
wizard.
need a good night's sleep before we go deal with a wizard.
I think we all need a
If
good
we're gonna
night's
go up
sleep.
against a wizard, we're gonna need all of our magic and all of our strength.
We
Yep.
could maybe do some more investigating first, too.
Yeah, like maybe we can meet up here first thing in the morning. We tell Darren and the kids or the boys. Let's meet here first thing in the morning so we can get a good start. And see if we can get to Roscoe and his gang. And we'll just be free for tonight to explore town and get set up for tomorrow, get provisions, get anything we need.
I agree with I always like the idea of knowing what you're getting into. I'm gonna take a gander around town as well and ask the folks what they've seen and or been heard hearing. So, and with that, Darren's gonna actually stand up and head away from the table. He's gonna go sit down at the table with Eliza, who's just like sipping a small cider quietly by herself.
I was
I'm
actually just
gonna
considering
stand
the
up and
same
walk
thing.
by Darren for just a second and just say, "Have you heard anything about this Zildar that's been around town? Some sort of," and she rolls her eyes again, "knight that's looking for something to do."
Zildar? I can't say I've ever heard the name. Sorry.
Okay. If you see this fella, send him our way, okay?
Absolutely.
Calda's gonna go up to Eliza and offer to escort her home.
Aww.
Oh, okay. Oh, do you know where my mother is staying? Actually,
I think I do. I just don't remember, actually.
I thought she
Oh.
was with, did she go to Barthen's or she went? Oh, I don't know where she went.
She with that Lenine lady?
Like, I know it, but I forgot.
Nobody knows.
Horrible.
Terrible.
Oh, all
She
right.
told
Well,
us where she was going. Where was she going?
Darn, do you know where
She's
she
gonna
ended
go
up?
stay with somebody.
Adabra, I don't know that she had any place in town where she stayed.
Oh, maybe the town. Oh, what
Oh,
the
bye.
crazy circle down in the right hand corner? I don't know what that is though.
Wow.
The farm.
Who did that? Because that was really weirdly well timed.
Ryan.
How did Ryan of all people know that?
I didn't write it down. I know she told us, but I didn't write it down.
Okay, well, there I was just about to say. He's gonna say, Amy and Eliza she's close friends with Colleen, right? And she's yes. Actually, perhaps I'm sure she'd let her stay in her loft. I think I'll try there. Yeah, I would appreciate an escort, but I certainly don't need it. I can make my way there, but thank you.
Why don't you go with her and see if she's got any of those potions she was talking about?
Oh yeah.
Oh, a potion. Absolutely, I'm sure she'd be happy to help, and she'll get up and kind of scamper off towards the door, shyly.
And I'll go with her.
All right, so as you walk out. What are the rest of you doing?
Osha's gonna go sit down at the table with the boys, and pull out her. I think I have a. Do I have? Oh man, do I have cards? Hold on, I can't remember if I took cards. I don't.
I think you had dice.
playing card
Probably
set.
dice
So
or something.
I got playing card set.
Ah, excellent.
So,
Wonderful.
how about you boys? Are you up for some poker? Some games
Pip
of
is gonna be the one
chance?
that responds. Oh, am I ever?
Oh gosh, awesome.
He's still bleeding and like not wearing clothes.
Yeah, he's like, let me forget all of this ever happened.
Okay. So yeah, I start
You're
dealing
gonna
out
sit
the
down and play.
cards.
Alright.
Yep, and I'm like, real cheap buy-in, just like a silver piece. You boys have any silver on you?
I don't have any money on me now, but how
All
about
right,
a
you'll have
promise?
to owe me. Can't blow it away. Drinking. I'm just playing for fun. So,
Yeah, so you start up a game, a rowdy game of cards. You're all drinking, having fun. Toblin, Darren actually will come over and be like, fuck it, and join you guys at the table with his drink. And that leaves Alaria and Seagrain. What are you guys doing?
I'm hanging out with Howdor staring into the fire.
I mean, Howdor is staring longingly at his club, but
I'm sitting next to him staring at the fire while he stares at his club.
okay, you're staring at the fire, lost in thought about something. And Seagrain is doing
Downing some ale.
downing some ale. Are you just sitting at the table across from them watching them play cards?
Yep.
Okay, you're not gonna join in.
Actually, he's gonna order another ale.
Right? The barmaid's gonna walk over and take your order and then go back to get you an ale.
Perfect.
All right, so you guys are having a good time in the common room. Well, some of you are having a good time. I'm not sure if Howdor's having a good time. I'm assuming he is.
He's just crossing his club, so probably.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, he's well fed and whatever. Make sure he's got something fun to eat.
Okay. So I will go back to Calda. As you step out of the inn, closing the door behind you and closing it off to the sound of a bunch of people starting to start up a game of cards, you're gonna walk out onto the street with Eliza, kind of walking. You notice that she's walking kind of lost in thought. You can notice a slight shake to her hands. She seems like she's not quite handling this all very well.
So, what? We never really got your half of the story. Care to tell us tell me what happened?
Anything for my savior. I was on my way back to Mum. I had a cart full of supplies, and I mean, I don't know if she told you the story or if you found anything, but it's not much of a story. They jumped out at me out of nowhere, seemingly, and put a bag over my head and dragged me off ways into the woods. She'll look down and like her eyebrows will kind of furrow and she's trying to think of something, and she'll say, well, there was something strange. There seemed to be perhaps some kind of cave, tunnel of sorts. I'm not sure. Suddenly the light just went away and all was dark, and it smelled damp and awful, and then there was just nothingness, like I was suspended in air, and then, well, the bag was ripped off my head, and I was staring at those three ugly brutes in the cells with Nilsa and Myrna. Thank God they were alive. Not much else to tell you.
A cave.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No one happened to mention anything strange?
No, I overheard some of the thugs in the room between their sessions of toying with Pip this morning. They are mentioning something about, something about Spider being hungry? I'm not quite sure. They were mumbling about spiders. It was very strange.
Okay, good to know.
They all seemed very scared as well. Oddly enough. And with that, it has brought you to down this road, actually heading this way, towards a nice, quaint little field on the outskirts of town with a small cottage and a plume of chimney smoke rising up from it. You can see that the field kind of incorporates the ruined walls around the town. Just a small field of what seems to be like something green, probably spinach. I don't know. Something green, spinach. I was gonna say carrots. I really wanted to, but that doesn't make any sense.
I would have set the field on fire.
A field of yes, exactly that too. I don't want to like burning things. Through the window, you do see actually a face kind of look up from their work and peer out, and it's the face of Adabra, her eyes kind of light up and she rushes away for a few seconds, and then the door opens and she rushes out and clasps Eliza in a warm hug. Oh, they found you! Oh, thank you! I was just gonna come see you at the inn. I had just finished 2 potions. I managed to get out in the short time I had, but I'm so glad to see you safe. Say, yes, mother. I'm fine. Thank you. And they'll both turn to you with a very gracious look and kind of gesture. Come in. I'm sure Kayleen would love to meet you, and I have to give you your potions. So they turn and kind of walk towards the door.
I'll follow them in.
All right, when you walk in, you find a I think you'll enjoy this. You find an older halfling woman.
Oh shit.
With like really bushy, like kind of scraggly, frizzy gray hair kind of poofing out all around her face. She's got like very crinkled like the corners of her eyes, like from smiling just constantly. She's sitting at the table, or is in the kitchen, a short kitchen counter made for halflings, and she's grinding up some kind of herbs and seems to be kind of helping Adabra with her apothecary tasks. And as you walk in, she'll turn and say, "Oh, hello. It's nice to see a fellow halfling. Well, can I get your name?"
It's Color. It's been a long time since I've seen other halfling. Forgive me if my manners are a little bit non-existent.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry.
She introduced herself and just basically said, "Sorry if I'm rude. I don't talk to other people much."
Oh, okay, sorry. I know the feeling, my dear. Don't you worry. What brings you to town? And I see. Oh, and at that, she's like kind of absent-mindedly. She seems a little bit like senile. She's looking around the room. She just noticed that Eliza had walked in with her mother in front of you, and like, oh, Eliza, how lovely. I see you found her. Was it you?
A group of us, yes. There's a group of us staying at the inn.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely. Things are turning out so well. At this, a young halfling boy, like a little crop of also frizzy brown hair is gonna run up to you and offer you what looks to be a very small potato. And say nothing.
Accept the potato. And in return, I am going to pull some of the undead skeleton bones I took out of my pocket and give them to the boy.
And he's gonna look at me. Oh, cool! Bones, where'd you get these?
From an undead skeleton I hit in the face with a stick.
Oh, you're a hero.
She's just gonna wink and give him finger guns.
Nice.
Oh, he's gonna like look down at the bones, like fascinated, and go off to a corner and start like playing with them, throwing them at each other and shit. The halfling, the older woman's gonna look over and be like, "Oh, Ah, but what did I tell you about playing with strange little critters and dead things? Stop that. She's gonna walk over and like stoop down to start taking them away from him. At that, Adabra is gonna walk over to you from the side and hold up 2 healing potions and say, for everything you've done, and on behalf of the whole town, my genuine thanks. These are for you, and if you need anything else, anything at all, please come find me.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to take those and put them in my pack. And same to you. If weird things start happening, you hear mentions of a wizard or a spider, just come hit us up.
At that, the little boy on the floor is actually gonna look up at you and go, spiders! I love spiders!
Do you? What kind of spiders do you like?
The big black ones.
Oh, yeah?
All over the woods. I love them. I squish them under rocks, and he'll like show you with like a little weird little hand gesture, like on the ground in front of him.
Oh, that's lovely. Which woods would this be that are full of black spiders?
And at that, Kayleen, the older halfling woman, is going to kind of like shush him and be like, "Oh, don't listen to this boy. He's a nuisance. He is. He plays all the time out in the swamps and the woods behind the manor.
Oh.
Don't pay any attention to him, right, Carp? You're just a good boy, aren't you?" He's gonna grumble and go like without the bones to keep his attention. He's gonna walk over to another room and disappear out of sight.
Okay, regardless, that's good information to hear.
All right. And with that, Eliza and Adabra are both gonna give you their thanks again and see you out the door as you head back towards what I presume is the inn. Unless you wanted to go somewhere else.
Potions.
Share to
Yeah,
get
I'll
the
go back to
potions.
the inn first.
Okay, thanks.
Dwarf is gonna be 6 ales in.
You guys are all gonna be wasted.
Yeah. Just a reminder, you guys, don't forget to add that gold and silver to your totals too.
Very
So
true.
It was 37 gold and 15 silver. If you have not.
How
done
much per
that.
person?
37 gold.
There
and
is
15 silver.
there was not silver in the bag. It was
No,
just gold.
there was silver from before that I hadn't.
Oh, that's from before. Okay.
Yep,
Never
yep. It was stuff that I said we'd divvy up when we got back.
Yeah, you had it all collected. Perfect.
Yeah.
Hefty amount of gold.
Dwarf is going to be in the middle of starting a drunken brawl when you get back.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I did the gold 4 ways because of like for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure that's not a problem. Outdoor seems to value his club more than. All right.
Alaria is gonna give her Haldor to play.
Is gonna give what? Sorry, you kind of cut out there, Mom.
I'm gonna give Haldor my violin thing, so he can play
Viol.
with it because he looks bored.
Uh-oh.
So he can play with it.
He immediately shoves it up his nose.
Oh no. Goodbye, instrument.
The dwarf
What does
is gonna
Haldor
back
do?
into Ilaria and knock her over.
Oh.
Oh no, the drunken dwarf.
I'm
He stumbles
sitting.
away from the table. He's pretty short and also heavy.
Oh,
He's a thick boy.
He's
Watch
basically
yourself,
a bowling ball
dwarf.
right now.
He's basically a bowling
He's
ball.
gonna knock over a couple of stools and then fall over and land on Ilaria.
You're gonna fall in the fire, you fool.
Osha goes over there and kind of picks him up, sets him up straight, steadying him a little bit.
Calda, as you walk back, you're gonna open the door to this
Grab a
scene
drink.
of a drunk dwarf
Had enough for the night.
and a bunch of hollering kids at a card table.
Oh lord.
Let's head to bed. Not together, separately.
Oh,
Yeah,
quick,
separately.
realizing that
clarifying.
she's terrible, man. She's got socialization. Sure.
Don't we all?
So
So
yeah,
is
Osha's
there?
gonna head for the.
Okay.
She's exhausted. She's gonna go
Alright.
lay down for the night.
Alright,
That's
so
what-
as you
Right.
guys are in the inn, Osha's like, "Oh, I'm off for the night." You guys start breaking up. It by the way, it is like 3 p.m. Not quite the night, but you split off when you're saying I'm heading out for now. Enjoyed the game. Darren is gonna stand up and say, "Oh, it was a good time. It was a good time. Thanks for the cards. I think I'm gonna be off to learn more about whatever I can about this wizard and strange happenings in town, and come see me if you need anything else." And he'll make his way out of the inn. Toddlin is going to shoo Pip upstairs to go rest from his wounds, and the boys are gonna kind of disperse, leaving you guys pretty much alone in the inn. There's none of the other villagers are really out for drinks right now, so
It's not happy hour yet,
not happy hour yet.
except for
It
Seagrain.
sure is happy hour.
Calda's gonna try and get what remains of her group's attention by standing on a table.
Perfect.
Dwarf's gonna trip and knock
Yeah.
over the table.
Oh my god.
Do I need to make an acrobatics check
Yeah,
or
you
what? Okay.
Good luck.
Oh
Come on
god.
now, go boom.
The dwarf walks up and he's like, he like stumbles into the table, and you just as you're stepping up onto it, and it kind of jars it just enough where it shakes you, and you stumble back, but you're able to catch yourself. You don't
Oh,
take any
good.
damage or anything. You don't bonk your forehead.
What?
Don't fall. Since he's
Dwarf
clearly
sits
drunk,
under the table.
I'm just gonna go over and talk to Ilaria.
All right.
Be like,
Seagrain's
hey,
useless.
just a heads up. I got a child talk to me. Weird situation. A child talked to me and said there's lots of black spiders in the forest behind the manor.
Oh, that's very interesting. We should definitely investigate.
After we raid the manor, of course. But they're
What, Howdor?
back there. Spiders? Howdor like spiders?
The
I
dwarf
can-
is
I
gonna
can-
wander around the pub and
I
knock
can
someone's
I
drink
can
over
turn
on them.
into a spider if that would amuse you. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't want to get squashed.
Squeezed. Howdor,
We don't need to
in
have
the
our-
list of
our own
things Howdor
goldfish
doesn't
instead.
like. Oh, shush! I heard about that.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I heard about that.
We could have our own goldfish incident.
I don't want a goldfish incident.
Oh.
Oh no.
Anyway.
The dwarf is gonna wander over to some random table and tip their drink over on them.
Oh, fuck.
There's nobody else in the inn. I don't know if you heard me say that. It's just you
No.
guys. So you're pouring ale on your friends.
Great.
Fun question for the
a
DM.
lo-
What direction were the sword mountains in?
The Sword Mountains
What direction were those in, by the way?
are this way. This is the direction he was pointing. They're south.
It was south. Okay. Good to know.
I probably should have mentioned that. Sorry.
I was gonna ask you and then I got distracted. So
Yeah.
that's on me too.
Do you still have the potato?
I do still have
I
the
was
potato.
The dwarf's gonna jump up on the counter and start dancing.
Oh my god.
I was
Can he?
going to
He's drunk though.
suggest-
Does he have to make a check to get to the counter?
Maybe.
Oh, I was going to suggest to Calda that maybe since Seagrain's drunk, Osha's sleeping, and maybe we could go take Howdor and investigate the woods a little bit.
Behind the manor? We'd have to go all the way around.
Yeah, just like the edge of the woods.
Well, that's
See if we see
assuming
anything.
he'd even come with us. I don't know if we could convince him.
Or we can go alone.
My sword is strong enough.
Druid outing.
Druid outing in the
Druid
woods.
outing. You can give yourself a long rest, by the way, Osha.
Oh, good. I did.
Because you're just passed out. You're conked down. You're dead.
I am
The
healing.
dwarf's gonna
I
pass out
am
on the counter.
redoing my rages.
You know, that's fair. We could take a. Why don't we take a walk around the outskirts of town and just see what we can see?
That was my thought as
One-
well.
Okay, while you guys are saying this, I'm so sorry. I am gonna deal with Seagrain first. Seagrain, apparently, you've got on the table and started dancing. Correct?
Yep.
I do want you to do a performance check.
Oh no.
Ooh.
There's nobody here.
Correct. Sexy dwarf dancing.
Oh no.
He's strip dancing on the
Sexy
table.
dwarf dance.
Yeah, he's just gonna start stripping while he's dancing.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus! Let's get
No.
out of here,
Alright, as
Calda.
you're dancing. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Calda's gonna grab Alaria and they're gonna make a quick exit.
Yeah, we're getting the hell out of there.
As you guys quickly beeline it for the exit, you hear Toblin actually pipe up from the back. He shouts, he's like, hey, I've had enough hooligans in here for the day. Get down off the table. Why are you drunk at 3 in the afternoon?
He has a problem, Calda shouts as they exit the door.
As they exit the door.
Oh, he's coming
Heather
with us.
follows.
Oh yay!
And shortly behind you,
He's embarrassed
you-
for Seagrain.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this.
He doesn't want to
But
be.
I had a
He's
great
the only one
performance.
left.
Yeah,
Apparently
it was
wasn't that good.
too good. It was too good. if you're strip
It's a one-man
dancing,
audience.
it can be too good. Behind you, you do actually see Seagrain get pushed out the front door by Toblin, who's like, take you and your big giant fella and go somewhere else. And he pushes you out the front door, shuts it behind him.
Seagrain's gonna fall face first into the mud.
And we are going to leave him there.
He's gonna pass out there.
You're gonna sleep in the mud outside in the street.
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. All right, and we're gonna follow our druid friends and their giant companion.
Get my long rest.
Yeah, you are getting your long rest in that mud. It's a wonderful rest.
A wonderful time.
Somebody might mistake you for a pig. Careful.
Yeah.
Is that a racist slur?
Ooh.
For a dwarf? No.
So
Good
we're kind of
question.
going this way to the outskirts, and we're just gonna like
Where's these
walk
woods?
around like the whole way to
Okay.
here.
You're gonna
Taking
walk
the long way around?
around.
Yeah. We're walking around. We're just kind of looking around and seeing what's around the town, you know, sightseeing.
Beautiful. All right.
And we need
So
to get
you
to
make-
this. We need to get over here. Oops, damn it. Good button. This is the woods, right? On the
Yep.
far east side of town.
Yep.
Yep, that's where we're going. We're just walking like south outside of town around just to, you know, see.
Scenic route.
Scenic
Alright.
route. We're druids.
Scenic-
We always
scenic.
take the scenic
Yeah,
route.
take the scenic route.
We like all
We're
the
going to
trees with
appreciate
all the
nature.
trees.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too
Right,
long.
yeah.
You make your way across the town center, across the town green, past the ruins of the old wall that seemed to be the stone wall that was once built around this what used to be a much older settlement, and you start kind of traipsing your way through the tall grass around the outskirts of town. You pass through some sparse trees, and it's quite a nice area actually, regardless of of all the bad things happening. There's some sparse fields scattered about in the back with some farms, some farmhouses around. You see a couple villagers out and about as you walk. Mostly like miners with some hand carts traveling up and down this trail. One of them passes you as you cross, and you give him a nod. There is some farm hands out in the fields, just working
We wave.
the soil. Yeah, you wave. You can talk to him if you want. I'm assuming you're just walking.
We're just walking, yeah.
Okay.
Unless Ilaria wants to talk to one of them, or for some reason Howdor does.
No.
I don't know how there's lumbering along behind you guys.
He's
Looking around like
He
he's
wants to make friends.
fascinated.
I'm gonna catch a grasshopper from the long grass and like gently give it to Howdor. It's a tiny friend.
teeny tiny friend. Be gentle.
Ooh, tiny friend is now a hat. I like it.
Put it on his head.
Upper hat.
All right, and miraculously, it stays on his head.
Frightened to jump.
He's too scared to jump
The
from that
grasshopper
high.
should do. The grasshopper needs to do an athletics check.
An acrobatics check to jump.
It's fine. It got put there.
All right, you make your way. The grass kind of starts to get taller as you walk along the edge of a larger hill, kind of a rolling hill. Takes you a little bit longer to make your way through, but you eventually do see a familiar splash of dark green enter your vision as you come across the fields that you'd spied earlier with when you visited Adabra and Kayleen. You skirt around the outside of it. You don't want to trample any of the crops, and you're making your way this way. It is, at this point, let's say it take you about an hour to do a nice leisurely stroll around the edge of town, maybe like 40 minutes. It's about 4 p.m. in the afternoon now. As you walk around towards the back corner of this field that ends in just grass and a few trees beyond, you do see a small figure traipsing through the grass, sitting at the base of, kind of frolicking around at the base of this set of crumbled wall here.
Sorry, you cut out. What was frolicking at the base of the thing?
It's just a small figure. The grass is pretty tall and you can't quite see. You just see something moving around at the base of the...
Does Kala recognize what or who it is?
You would recognize the small poof of brown hair.
Mm-hmm. As I thought. That's the one who told me about the spike.
Well, perhaps he will lead us to the forest and show us where he saw the spiders.
Could very well be, but do we want to involve a miner in our misadventures?
He could point the way.
Good call.
Fair enough. I can give him some more bones.
Alright, let's talk to him.
Alright, you guys walk up to, as you come closer, Ilaria, you can see it's a little halfling boy, kind of playing with what seems to be some long stalks of some kind of strange plant, and he's whittled them all into shapes like little soldiers, and he's marching them along and playing with them, running around. You walk up, and he looks up at you and says, "Oi! I remember you! You got any more bones on you?"
I do, in fact, and they are yours.
Yeah.
Just confirm for me that forest right over there is the one you see spiders in, correct?
Yeah, that's Carp Forest, what that is. That's where I spend all my time. That's where my tree fort is. That's where all the spiders are.
All right, excellent. And I just give him a handful of bones.
Oh yeah! He takes them all and like sets them up as weapons in the hands of his little his little plant people. And like, you got anything else on you? You seem really cool, you do.
Nothing else that would amuse you, I think, quite as much as these bones do, but if I find anything nice, I'll make sure to come back and give it to you.
Did you kill the person these bones came from?
Technically, they were undead and already dead, so it's more like I re-killed them. I don't know how the semantics of that work.
How does that work?
That's a very good question that I do not have an answer to. I smashed some bones with a stick.
Well, if you see any more of these green people, and he'll gesture down at his little plant soldiers, tell them that cop sent you and kill them.
Little boy, what's the best way to go into the forest?
I'll go right down this way.
there-
And he points. There's like a little footpath that's been traveled a little bit, kind of weaving through the grass towards the forest.
Well, we follow the path.
All right, without seeming to like losing interest in you almost instantly, he goes back to playing with his little people in the bones that you gave him with newfound fascination.
I'm a bone dealer to children.
You could say that child just got boned.
Let's not
Rude.
Wow.
say that.
Yep.
Let's not.
Shut up, you're passed out in the mud.
Yeah, go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
Alright, let's follow the footpath towards the forest. And then what happened? We get to the edge of the forest?
Okay, you guys turn to head back. As you turn to follow the trail that he pointed out, Howdor actually will walk up to the little boy and lean down and take the grasshopper off his head and offer it to him. Upon which the little boy will go, "Oh, thanks!" And he'll take it out of his hand and pop it into his mouth and eat it.
No! We lost a tiny comrade.
Oh
He's not afraid of the giant.
no!
Howdor does not seem very happy with this turn of events.
Oh dear, we don't need a sad Howdor again.
Yeah, he's suddenly very mopey. He's like following along behind you guys.
Poison check on the child.
Alaria quickly picks some flowers and gives them to Howdor.
Nummy flowers.
We could braid some flowers into like the single hair he has on his head.
My
Oh, we
gosh,
could
this is
make
what
him a
happens when
wreath
we leave
crown
the
thing.
druids.
That is what happens when you leave the druids to
Let's make
themselves.
a flower crown. We take a
Make him
druid
flower
field trip.
crown.
As you guys are walking through this short field about 60 yards across, you you pick wildflowers as you walk of varying colors and weave them together, and as you reach the edge of the forest, you gesture to Howdor to lean down. You put it on his head, and he now has a crown of flowers. Very pretty. A
Yay!
very well-made one, I might add.
It is, of course, it's very
King-
well made.
King Howdor, king of the meadow.
King of the doors.
Kings
door
of the
king.
doors.
That's the rest of his
Oh, he
name.
gets a +1 to his armor class.
He gets +1 to his AC.
He should. That's technically an item.
Yeah, if he kills
It's a
anybody with
friendship
a bow,
item.
he should he should get like advantage on anything he does first.
the flower power.
It was made with friendship.
Yeah, the friendship circlet.
That's right.
Friendship
for
is
friendship
magic.
power.
Okay, you guys have reached the edge of a much taller forest than like most of the trees in this area. The surrounding foothills are pretty sparse and low to the ground. It's kind of a craggy, rocky area. This particular patch of trees is much more akin to what you'd call a forest. They're closely grouped together and they're fairly tall, where there's not much light that breaks through from the treetops. What would you like to do? The path kind of ends here, and it flattens out into a like low underbrush and branches.
Do I see anything looking around unusual, or is it just a forest?
Do a perception check.
Do some investigating.
Oh, that perception though.
No.
As you look around, and fresh in your mind is the idea of spiders, spiders in the woods, and you're very keen on finding them. You take some time standing on the edge of the woods, kind of glancing around, trying to see anything that you can. You do notice a little ways into the woods, there seems to be a small clearing where no trees have grown. I'd say about 15 feet across, just a small patch of grass and various underbrush. But aside from that, you don't see what you heard claimed to be spiders everywhere climbing around.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go take a wander towards that clearing then,
Invisible spiders.
cautiously.
All right.
Apparently, you need to throw more things at us, DM.
Hmm?
My audience
Like-
says you need to throw more encounters at us.
You have an audience?
I do.
Huh. Cool. As you're walking
Cool.
into the cool, as you're walking into the woods towards this little clearing, you what's Ilaria doing? Sorry. Hello?
Hello.
Did Ilaria fall over?
Hold on, go boom.
Mom, hello? Uh-oh. Man down.
Believe
And,
our healer has
holy
passed out.
Our dealer. What?
Healer.
Our dealer? Oh. Our
Oh,
dealer
she
is
connected
much more
back?
fun.
Hello.
There she
Hello?
is.
I could hear you. I just couldn't. You couldn't hear me.
Oh, sorry. That happens. Welcome back.
Stupid thing. I was just following Calda.
Yeah, you guys are following along. I just want to
Condor
make sure you were
Rifle
there.
Survival.
Howdor is behind you guys walking along. As you walk into this clearing, you do notice that upon first glance, there's something a little bit odd about this clearing. It could, the grass around the edges of the clearing has been stamped down, and in the center of the clearing is a single flat stone, on top of which seems to be the remains of a small fire. Very small fire, like only a handful of tinder, and it's not a large fire, no logs, just a small charcoal pile.
Do I see tracks or anything in the area that would indicate who set this fire, or where they, or how recently they were here?
Perception.
Yeah. Do a survival check.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. I don't see anything.
The surrounding area is aside from the grass being stamped down, like it indicates that several people have been walking around. You don't really get any feel for tracks leading in any particular direction into the woods. It's kind of just all low underbrush.
I'm just gonna lean up to Ilaria and kind of say, I think this is the rock they killed Aslan on.
Alaria's gonna reach down, feel near the rock and the fire, or where the fire was, and see if it's still warm.
Okay. You reach down to feel, but the rock itself is quite cold, actually. Not like unnaturally cold, just the fire has certainly not been lit for quite some time. It seemed, and the charcoal seems crackled and kind of dry, like it's been there for a while.
Do we see any other paths or anything leading away from the clearing other than the one that we came down?
No, like Calda said, there was no tracks really that seemed to be leading anywhere away, no paths.
Can we pick up the rock and look underneath it?
You will have to. It is a decently. It's like a large, flat rock, so you would have to do a strength check. Or you can get Howdor to do it.
Howdor, please move the rock.
Howdor leans down and like just very unceremoniously picks up the whole rock and just holds it up over his head, like waiting for another command. Like, what else am I supposed to do with this rock?
Do we see anything? Do we see anything where the rock was?
Yeah, and as he picks up the rock, you do spy several small black, creepy, crawly figures skitter about and skitter away from the sunlight as the rock is lifted into what seems to be a tiny hole right at the center of where the rock was placed. It's too small for any humanoid figure to enter, or like it just big enough for you to reach your arm into, pretty much. Skitter
Stick your arm in
into the
there.
hole.
Oh, I feel like we have to stick our arm in then.
It's Indiana Jones. Get
Or-
it in there.
Or, let me see. How big is the
She
hole?
gonna send a squirrel in there to die.
It's
I can be a squirrel.
Oh.
it's just big enough for your arm, pretty much.
Okay. Let me look.
Chipmunk?
Hang on. I could a cat fit down there? Like your average size house cat?
Probably not.
No, so we're talking smaller than that.
Maybe like a chipmunk or a snake or something like that.
Okay.
Howdor's still standing with the rock.
Yeah, he's still holding the rock.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
Howdor, you can put the rock
That's a
down
large beast,
over
though.
there.
as you're called, that you're thinking to yourself, like, what can I do with this? And
Oh, here we go. Poisonous snake.
ooh,
Perfect. It's tiny.
snake
beast.
should definitely be a part of it. And if it wasn't, we would just make it up that it is.
Okay. Yep.
You've
Poisonous
definitely seen
snake.
Okay, so you
Tiny
can turn,
beast. I'm alive.
yeah, you can turn into that.
All right.
Howdor, are you gonna throw the rock? Howdor throws the rock. Can you do another strength check for me?
Rock hit somebody randomly out in the woods.
It's a small.
It's just a Wilhelm scream somewhere in the distance.
Yep.
Who's doing
Oh,
strength
roll
check?
20. Come on. It's being
Just
slow.
wait. Just wait. In the meantime, I am turning into a tiny poisonous snake.
Awesome. First shapeshift.
Beautiful.
Woo!
It is beautiful. Want to know what else is beautiful?
What?
The
Yeah,
snake
we're
has
about to
2
dive
hit
into it.
points.
Oh my god. That's terrifying.
But it has blind sight, so I can see no matter what. I know what's happening
Excellent.
because I'm going down a hole. So
Get in
Blind
there.
sight is. Yeah, blind sight is you see up to a certain distance and you can't see
Well,
anything
it's-
past that. Is that what it is? Like, can't
no,
remember.
blind sight is it can perceive its surroundings without relying on sight within a specific radius.
Yeah, okay. So like through like other senses, like smell.
Yeah, so the snake isn't blind because it has eyes, but just because it can use, I think it's tongue
Mhm.
to sense things.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
That one I wasn't clear on. You rolled a 5. You don't even toss it. You just kind of let it fall off to the side, and it just clunks onto the ground right next to you, almost falling on your foot,
Oh dear.
but not quite. All right, and we now have a small snake person. Our first transform. Woo!
Shifting. Woo!
It was a snake.
Get in the
Wait, what the
hole.
snake?
Remember the snake. What would you like to do, my small snake friend?
Go in the hole.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cautiously.
You slither your way through what now looks like giant grass above you. It's just the grass as you make your way towards this hole, and you slither your way in. After we had just seen like like palm-sized spiders crawl into.
Gonna get eaten by a spider.
You make your way down this very narrow hole, just sensing vaguely around you which direction to go. It does seem to branch off into a few different directions, like tunneling. But there is a large main passage that you just keep following, having the sense that that's where you need to go. You travel on for quite a while. It's a pretty deep hole, more of a tunnel really than a hole. And I'd say probably about 20 minutes, and eventually you do get the sense that ahead of you there is a larger space, a much larger space. To you it would seem massive because you're small.
A cave.
And you poke your little snake nose out into what is indeed a large cavernous space.
Hell yeah.
Above the top of the from the top of the cavern are hanging just very, very ancient looking long stalactites, with matching stalagmites sticking up from the ground below. And in the center, the very center of this large cavern, with your vague snake senses, you see a large, fuzzy, white cocoon.
Oh god.
Massive cocoon.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh
That's not-
hell no.
That's some Lord of the Rings shit.
And scattered about on the walls surrounding and on the stalagmites, everywhere, there's tiny, much smaller, would seem very clearly to be spider eggs.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Well, this turned out
Run.
interesting.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is there, with poking my tiny little snake head out of the hole, are there any of the eggs immediately close next to the little hole?
Oh yeah, they're all over the walls around you.
Is it possible for me and my little snake self to grab one?
Yeah, you could grab one. They are varying sizes, so there's some that are small enough for you to hold in your jaw.
Smaller. Keep in mind
as
I
you
can
do-
unhinge my jaws.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're a snake. But some of them are quite large, like they're baseball to like basketball sized.
We'll take a
Uh,
smaller one.
Yeah, so you take a small one. You do notice as you sneak your way forward and wrap your jaws around one that some of them seem to be empty and open, hatched already. So you quickly grab one and sneak your way back into the hole and slither your way all back up, following the path that you came down, and emerge to Ilaria and Howdor, way up above you, looking down at your tiny form.
I'm gonna spit that egg out and change back to a person.
Ew! Disgusting.
Alaria picks up the thing that Calda spit out. What do we have here?
That would be an egg. There is a giant fucking spider. Way down there. And it has babies. Lots and lots and lots of babies.
So this must be the black spider that we keep hearing about.
Potentially, I'm guessing probably.
Did you see if there were any other entrances to where it was other than the hole you came out of?
Nope, it was just a real big cavern. But it might be, I mean, it's gotta be a cave of some kind, right? Water makes those things, water has a way.
You would think there'd be another entrance.
I didn't see one, but that doesn't mean there isn't one.
Very interesting. It took you, you were gone about 20 minutes?
She's gone about
You to get
45 minutes going there and back and
And
kind of
back.
scanning the room.
So 20 minutes as the snake crawls.
Yeah,
The snake
Oh
crawls.
my god.
one way.
And how big is the forest? There must be enough. We probably should go back and come with all of our companions before we explore any. What do
Correct. I think we should go back and tell everyone that there's a giant fucking spider. It is not a metaphorical spider, it's a real spider underneath the forest.
we can bring these. I wonder if anyone would recognize these eggs or know anything about them. If they've seen them before.
We can bring it with.
I'm gonna ask around town or something. All right, well, let's head back to the inn then.
All right, you guys turn to head back out of the forest, holding a
Yes, bring the dangerous spider egg with.
yes, holding a tiny,
We have 2 druids. We can handle it.
a tiny, fuzzy, silky spider egg in your hand. As you're walking along, something you have a strange like premonition of sorts, like a strange feeling kind of washes over you, and within a few seconds, almost a split second, you hear the loud, terrifying sound over your head of a dragon
Shit.
Oh.
roaring.
Dragon egg or a spider egg?
Roaring as it swoops down quite close above overhead, quite kind of gliding, not over the like right over the tops of the trees, but a couple 100 feet up. Like it's pretty close to the ground compared to how dragons usually fly. Swoops down and lets out just this terrifying roar, which I'm sad that I don't have one that I can play, because I'm certainly not going to do it justice. But
YouTube. YouTube.
just imagine a very loud dragon sound.
Alright,
Brah.
Osha, seduce it.
She's
Um,
asleep at the inn.
She's sleeping.
Ah.
It swoops down, makes a
We
low
are in the
arc
forest.
over the top of the manor that you can just see peeking out through the tops of the trees, and continues on its way. You do get the faintest glimmer of just white sparkling light that kind of glints off of it as it flies over, but you don't see much more than that. And it continues on. It continues on and does not actually. It just makes the swoop low over the city, the edge of the city, and continues on.
What color is the dragon? Can you tell?
White.
White,
It's a
glowy,
white dragon?
like a glowy
It's white.
one.
It's a white
Yeah.
dragon?
You've got a glimmer of white.
Crazy.
It's a
All
white
we
dragon.
better run our asses back to the inn.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right, you make your way very quickly back down the little footpath that you followed, glimpsing a couple 100 feet away the small shape of a little boy, like running frantically in terror through the field back towards his home. You follow close after, down along the edge of the field, back towards where you saw back towards the main road, and run back to the inn. Barging in through the door, when you walk in, Talbot is actually in there, clutching a small towel to his chest. What on earth was that?
A dragon.
Oh, bollocks! Ugh. This close to town, we have the
It
sightings have
swooped
never
right
been
over the
this close.
forest.
Oh God, and he looks quite frightened, as probably you are as well. But you do have a small, fluffy egg with you out of your
Yeah.
endeavor. What would you guys like to do now?
Toblin, do you by chance have a empty glass jar
With
we
a
could
lid?
borrow? With a lid.
Absolutely. And he pulls out like a small mason jar looking thing with a top that you can pop on, and he hands it over to you. What do you need this for?
Great! I shove the egg in it and screw the lid on, being like, to
Yeah.
contain this, just in case.
That looks terrifying. I don't think I'm gonna ask.
Oh, you don't want to know yet, but you probably should know soon.
Right.
Have you seen our drunken dwarf friend?
We like walked over him on the way
Yeah,
in.
you
He
mean the
went
one
in
that you
blood.
Gonna
passed?
stand up out of the mud.
We literally like stepped on him as we walked in and didn't notice.
He's gonna look around
Oh.
confused.
He was where you left him.
Sigrid, go to bed.
He's gonna wander up to his room and pass out again.
Alright, what time is it now?
Now it is about 5
5 or-
p.m.,
5 or
6
6?
p.m. in the afternoon, yeah.
I mean, it's been a pretty long day, so I think we could probably call it a day.
Yeah,
Since
I'll
ev-
just keep an eye on this, you know,
Everyone else is
spider
sleeping.
baby.
You're gonna keep you. Be careful with that.
I know, I'm gonna sleep too, but I'm just, gonna bring it with me and, watch it.
Watch
And watch it.
Alright
She's
then.
gonna eat it.
No! I have a potato for that.
That's true.
She got the small potato. Alright, well, good night, my friend.
Good night. Cal's just like walking to a room while like holding the jar with egg in it out at arm's length.
Yeah. And with that, you guys all go to bed for the night, getting a long rest. And I think that is a
Long
good
rest.
place to stop